Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, and welcome to my channel.
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. And it is Castle Month on the Mayo Hosko channel. At long last, it is Castle Month. So, I'm finally going to be building the different castle mocks I wanted to build and the two sets I wanted to build, which is the Forestman's Gift with Purchase. I have two of the Forestman's Gift with Purchase. And as my Patreon supporters have known for a little while now, I finally have in my possession, because I'm finally going to announce this publicly on my channel. Brooks Bricks doesn't have a whole ton of people that come my way. Well, actually, at least not regularly, I should say. So I kind of felt comfortable revealing stuff over there. But I have in my possession the UCS Luke's Land Speeder and the Daily Bugle. I made a whole video of the UCS Luke's Land Speeder, which is early access for my Patreon supporters, and they also have a behind the scenes imagery of the Daily Bugle. And now, since it is Castle Month, I'll reveal those images publicly for all of the viewers out there. So I thought no better way to kick off the start of Castle Month on the Mayo Hosko channel than to build the two Forestman's Gift with Purchases that I have. So I'm going to clear off the table of the boxes I have on it, and we're going to start building. So I'm feeling a little bit gassy right now, to be honest, so I hope I'll hold up for this live stream. I'm just gonna move some stuff out of the way because I took a photo for Instagram. And by the way, thank you for 200 followers on Instagram. We finally reached that milestone 2 days ago, which was nice. So, yeah, we got the banner going, the ticker tape down below. Let me just change the camera to the rear, because those are the sets that I will be building in the future. The UCS Luke's Land Speeder when we get to 400 subscribers, and the Daily Bugle when we get to 450 subscribers. So quickly get those off of the table, and then I'll put the laptop down and we can start building. Very big boxes they are. Very big boxes. So, how has everyone's day been going? Whoa! Because I'm still a little bit tired. I've had a sporadic sleep schedule all week, because I've been letting my body tell me when to go to sleep. And I've slept for, I've had a 12-hour sleep days this week because my body has needed it. And so actually, let me look at, let's see who's in the chat. So Thomas Davey was first, and he says, "Hey Mayo, have a great stream. I gotta take fam out for the day." Well, have a good family day, Thomas Davey. We also have Nate, Mr. Blue, and Zissou. So let me log on to StreamYard. Let's load up Google Chrome, and we should put the Forestman's gift purchases on the table. And I better go locate my Stanley knife. Oh, actually, it's already on the table. How convenient. So that we can slice open the gift purchases. Gotta wait for Chrome to finish loading up. And we're 100% on my laptop right now. So it should be at least an hour before we have to put it on charge. Come on, where's StreamYard? Come on, load up. I see we have the Scott's Blocks. Hey, Scott. Scott and Zissou, you guys are in the live stream gang, so you have automatic invitations if you want to come on to the panel. Oh, and for the first time in a little while, we have Jacob Neely. Hey, Jacob. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to tell YouTube that people like to watch my content. I'm very happy that we were able to put the Monkey Kid City of Lanterns and my airport terminal that I was building in June on the Mayo Hosko channel, because if anyone wasn't watching all of my live streams in June, that was all about building the airport terminal. So I am done for now on the airport terminal. Need to place a whole bunch of bricklink orders to get a whole bunch of pieces. And I don't want to place those orders until I purchase the different 90th anniversary stuff and the Sanctum Sanctorum in August. And all that will be after the 72-hour community live stream. Oh, we have the Stud and the Dud channel. Yeah, if you guys weren't watching the Stud and the Dud, 3 hours before the start of this live stream, they had their 1-year anniversary. So congratulations on Tasman Bricks and Lumberjack for the 1-year anniversary of the Stud and the Dud. And they say, g'day Mayo, just stopping by to leave a like. Make sure you leave a like on Mayo's stream. Thank you, Stud and the Dud. Not sure if that's Lumberjack or Taz. Okay, let's come on to... Oopsie. Okay, let's plug in the microphone. Let's at least come on with the visuals. Let's change that. Oh, crap. It's hibernating. Really? It's hibernating. And it said it was at 100%. Well, that was a lie. That was a lie. That happens way too many times on my computer. Way too many times. It says it's at 100% and then it hibernates on itself. I think that's somehow due to old age, because if you don't know, my computer is 6 years old. And it's no spring chicken anymore. So it does break down more easily than what it used to. And that's the reason why I've had a reserve of $2,000 tucked away to go and buy an Apple computer whenever my computer eventually does break down, because I don't want to be in a position where I can't replace my computer instantly. This is very annoying. Thank you for liking the stream, Jacob. Yeah. So hopefully I don't have to log into StreamYard again. Hopefully it'll just come back up again. This is so annoying because this has to load up all over again, and it always takes 5 to 10 minutes to load up. So is there any interesting comments that have been said so far? Zissou says, gathering parts for a build. Hopefully I can join in a bit. Well, that'll be nice. Scott's Block says, I'm a little sickly, but I'll come on if you want. Well, if you're feeling up to it, you're always welcome, Scott. Yes, we all hope that Scott gets better soon. Stud and the Dud also says, just wanted to show our support, buddy, like you have done for us. Well, yeah, because I know that I can't always wake up at 7:30 a.m. for me, because sometimes my body does need that little bit extra sleep. But whenever my eyes can wake up at 7:30 in the morning, I always enjoy watching the Stud and the Dud. So I think it goes without saying, if you haven't already subscribed to the Stud and the Dud channel, and you haven't already subscribed to the Tasman Bricks and Lumberjack channels respectively, you should definitely hit that subscribe button on their channels. There should be a link to the Tasman Bricks channel in the description of every Mayo Hosko video. Scott said, thanks, Nate. Today was the first day I've started to feel better. Well, I hope you get better soon. Come on, this thing, it loads up after it loads down from hibernating, and then it loads down again. I don't know why it just doesn't. Well, I just don't know why it does that. It'll load up again after it's gone into hibernation, but there's not enough charge when you load it back up again, so it goes back into hibernation again, so you have to load it up again. I don't know why it just takes that little bit longer. Well, I just don't know why it just doesn't take that little bit longer. So the computer itself knows that it doesn't have enough charge to go to the log on screen. It seems kind of counterintuitive, if you ask me, because you have to turn the on button. Well, you have to hit the power on button again. So that's just always annoyed me about this computer. That's not the case with other laptops I've owned in the past. Okay, hopefully this will work. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Hope the microphone quality is good. Hopefully we are connected to the microphone. Come on, silly settings. Yes, we are connected. Let's unmute. Yes. All right, let's go. Okay, we've got 5 people watching. Actually, I think I should give the camera a little bit of a wipe down because the quality doesn't look all that good. I think there's a big glare. So this is so unprofessional. Okay, that quality is just a little bit better. So you tell me if the visual quality is a little bit naff, because I'll try to fix it if I can. But there is the gift with purchases. And let's get this show underway. So just got to send out, or just got to resend out the invitations because we are live right now. Actually, no, I don't have to do that at all. I can go over here and I can copy paste this. And then I can delete this previous message. And I have to go to my alternate Instagram. Or someone just popped up backstage. And let me then unsend that message. Who do we have? We have Scott. Oh, I see that we have Chef T in the comments. Hey, Chef. And there's Scott.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you, buddy.
Today's the day. Today's the day.
On the 2 GWPs, man.
Yeah. Castle month begins.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm gonna take my time and enjoy this process. And what I want to do throughout this month is I want to slowly gather pieces to see if I can piece together with some substitute pieces when necessary. Pieces to build the original Forestman's hideout that came out in either 1987 or 1988. I can never remember because I can't remember if the Forestman's hideout and the Camouflage Outpost were staggered releases or if they were released in the same year.
You would know better than me, brother.
Yeah, because I'm a historian and I care about the release and retirement dates more than the average person in the community.
That's one of the things that makes you such an awesome Lego person, brother, is your vast knowledge of vintage Lego.
Absolutely. Come on.
So do you plan on building both of those sets?
Yes. I'm
Nice.
gonna build both of them today.
Okay.
My desk is a mess.
Any thoughts of trying to combine them?
I might. Well, I want to build them separately.
Right.
First of all, so I can take photos for Instagram. But I am going to put that to a vote with my Patreon supporters. Oh, hello, Buckchop 2021. Yes,
Hey,
indeed, Chop. Castle month begins, and I was watching a castle mock builder. I was binge watching all of their channel. I was binge watching all of their videos about their different castle set reviews and their castle mocks, and I told them that Fright Nights is an underrated theme, and they agreed with me because I think they reviewed one of the fortresses with Willa the Witch.
Okay.
Okay, let me just unsend that then. And it had a play feature where you dump the rocks on. Well, it had a kind of. It was so some of those trapdoor mechanisms, how you have a Technic axle that you pull it out and it releases the door. Well, somehow they were able to use that same technique, but to release a ugly rock piece that drops to the ground.
Okay.
That's the first time I'd actually seen that applied to an ugly rock piece, which I thought was a little bit interesting. So let me use my good old Stanley knife and cut open this set. It'll be interesting to see what a combo of these two sets would look like if I can somehow mock them together. But I think because of democracy, I'll let my Patreon supporters have their thoughts about that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't opened up mine yet, but I've seen some ideas have started to flow after I've seen it built.
That's a nice instruction book. It's got rebuild the world on the back.
Okay.
I don't know what that pig has really tall legs.
Yeah.
That yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That pig has really tall legs to the point where it's taller than the giraffe. Yeah, Butt Chop immediately recognized the set that I was talking about.
Yep.
Okay. And I will be keeping the boxes, as always. I don't throw my boxes away unless they're a set that I don't think will have some resale value on the market later.
Yeah, I normally don't keep the smaller boxes, but I think I'll keep one of these. Sure.
I love the yellow boxes and the yellow instructions. It's such a throwback.
Indeed.
So there's two bags apparently. Not sure how I feel about the dark grey backs. So there should be multiple bags labelled 1. Okay. So there are 2 bags for bag 1, and there are 2 bags for bag 2. So I'm just gonna no. There's only 2 people on the panel, so let's hear the ASMR of me emptying these bags.
Yeah. We all love it. Shop is saying that's the second largest Fright Night set, and the Night Lord's Castle is the largest.
Yeah. The Night Lord's Castle is one of the castles
that was highlighted in the main spread of Castle in the Lego history book, along with the King Leo's castle, the castle of Morsha, the King's Castle Siege, the Royal Knight's Castle, and the Yellow Castle, and the King's Castle from 1984.
Okay. Yes, indeed.
So that's the only way I know about well that was my first time I ever saw the Night Lord's Castle all the way back in 2009, and with its tall height I always thought it was rather impressive. So let's
Ooh.
build the pigs that have the same torso and the same green pants.
Wow, Shop,
I would-
that's all.
I would have liked to have seen maybe a blue bib as well as the red bib.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
And if only, and I would have liked to have seen, people complain about the chase figs in the collectible minifigs, but I would have liked to have seen maybe a 1 or 2 per box Forestman in this same modernized graphic style of a Forestman with the black bib or the merchant torso. That would have been that would have been, I think, a better chase. That would have been a better proposal for a chase fig than what the original style policeman was. So, as I commented on previous people's live streams, the Forestman the Forest Man has the bow and arrow, and the Forest Woman has the sword.
Okay.
It's a little bit confusing about why the Forest Woman doesn't have one of the deer shields with her, because they have the 2 deer shields above the ivy that's growing off of the side of the hideout, like it was in the original set. So I don't know why they couldn't give the Forest Woman a shield
Yeah,
to defend herself against another woodsman that wants to attack her. And I always thought it would have been cool, because we never got any in any of the Forestman sets for because one of the Forestmen was actually riding on horseback. I've never actually seen someone make a scene of the Forestman on horse in a joust tournament, particularly with the Knights Challenge, which was a joust set from 1988.
Okay.
So both of these guys are left-handed, which is interesting. I'm gonna make the Forest Woman a right-hander, because I like to have a 50-50 split.
There you go.
So they are the minifigs. Actually, I've got
that's the key. You got it all figured out, buddy.
got
He
a
says
great
Forest Woman doesn't need a shield because she's such a spectacular swordsman.
Buckshot and Chef T, by the way, if you guys would like to come on to the live stream, be more than willing to send you invitations. So there were the minifigs. So the next build is the is the archery board. I need to figure out what the exact name of the holder is that holds up the target, because there has to be a specific name, because a lot of utensils from the Middle Ages have a specific name. And even yeah, I should probably research it sometime during this stream after I finish building these two. So where does this go on the back? Okay, so there. Wait, hang on. Okay, so the Exoforce arm. This is the Exoforce arm going. So the Exoforce arm goes there. So the stud is at the back.
Nobody wants you to leave, Chop.
We don't want you to leave, Chop, and in fact you're always welcome to come onto the panel. All you have to do is ask, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you, especially if you wanna do some promotion about the 72-hour community live stream.
There you go.
Because I can't wait for July 23rd. I'm going to savor every moment of this. What I like about this compared to the original is the plates that the builds sit on are the 6x6 quarter round green plates.
Okay.
So we have two of the 2x6 half round plates. So where does that go? That goes here. So have you been building anything lately, Scott?
Just laying in my bed watching YouTube videos, man. I've been having the COVID for now.
That's not good.
Yeah, I managed to hang out with Cliff and Yeti. What was that? Monday night for a little while. Yeah, just been chilling right now. I've actually I got 3 Lego haul videos I want to make, but I've been sick. I haven't even felt like doing that.
Yeah, I remember when I had the Rona back in April, and I felt, and at one point I thought I was gonna. At one point I thought I was gonna choke and die, but I didn't.
Oh, I kind of almost passed out Wednesday night.
Luckily, I never vomited when I went through that, because I know people that felt like they had morning sickness.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that, and been pretty lucky with that. The main thing that got me was just the body ache and the 3 days of having fever. It really knocked me down.
Yeah, because I had a fever on the first day, and then for the next 6, it was nothing but. Well, it was like one day I was sneezing, then one day I was coughing, then one day I was sneezing, then one day I was coughing. Had a couple headaches in there as well, and it was a really inconvenient time because the morning I tested. Well, the night I tested positive, that was the Saturday night before the Tobacco Road Derby for the Final Four of NCAA college basketball. And I think I can now call myself a fan of Duke in college basketball. Because even though they lost the Final Four to the eventual national champions and their arch enemies, North Carolina, that was by far the best game of college basketball I've ever watched. Normally, I've only ever paid lip service to college basketball because I care way more about college football.
Right. Yeah, we never seem to get sick at a convenient time. I missed a week of work because of this, so there goes my little vacation pay. But at least I had it to kind of cover me for this week that I'm out.
Yeah, my dad last month, at the start of the month, he had an extreme bout of coughing, and it was almost like a very minor case of tuberculosis. It was so bad at some times.
Yeah.
But luckily it wasn't bad enough that he couldn't work from home, so he didn't. I think he only, instead of taking the whole week off sick, he only had to take 1 day off of sick.
Yeah.
And as someone who goes to bed later than everyone else, that was a scary feeling watching him cough, and there was nothing he could do about that. Luckily, he got over that, and now my parents are on vacation in the outback.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was a wild noise.
Yeah.
It was almost like your microphone just crapped out on you, and it was almost like one of those jump scares. It almost made me jump. That was such a jump scare. Well, I think this is a new piece. It is a 1x2x1 inverted arch. Now, if they made this same element in a 1x2x2 and a 1x3x2, then I think if they ever come out with those pieces in red, people that care about prototypical accuracy with their Lego train locomotives that are based on real trains, like how the Hogwarts Express is based on a Great Western Railway Hall class, you could make the tender look more accurate.
Yes, indeed.
Because for those who have the Hogwarts Express, the 2018 version, and for those who care about prototypical accuracy, you'll be able to identify if you have pictures of the tender for the Lego Hogwarts Express and a real Great Western Railway Hall class side by side, their tenders side by side in Google Images, you'll realize that the inverted arches just don't quite match up. So if they can come out with these inverted arches in a 1x2x1, that gives me more hope that they'll come out with those arches in in a 1x2x2 and a 1x3x2. Come on, Lego, make that happen.
Well, we are supposed to be getting the UCS Hogwarts Express, so who knows what kind of new pieces they might give us in that.
Yeah, who knows because that's not just a UCS Hogwarts Express, it's going to be their own interpretation of King's Cross, which, if people don't know, is where platform 9 3/4 is. And for those who are super nerdy about this stuff, you'll know that King's Cross is the main railway station in London for intercity trains from London to Edinburgh and Glasgow in Scotland, because that's the station that the Flying Scotsman would go would depart London at, because the Flying Scotsman is both a Nigel Gresley London North Eastern Railway designed A3 locomotive, but it's also the route from London to Edinburgh that goes along the East Coast main line. And they eventually, over time, because the journey from London to Paris with the Eurostar train got so busy that they had to build another station out the back called St Pancras, specifically for the Eurostar and for overflow London North Eastern Railway trains and the East Coast main line of British Railways. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take some elements of both King's Cross and St Pancras when they make that set for when they make that station as a part for the UCS Hogwarts Express. I just hope that that if they make a coach for that UCS Hogwarts Express, that they give it an actual red train base. I don't think we've gotten a red train base since. Oh, when would that last been? I wanna say last got a red train. See, I can't remember if we got one with the red cargo train from 2011. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But if there wasn't one in there, I think the last time we got a red train base might have been the Santa Fe F4 or F7 locomotive from the early 2000s. Because what really annoyed me about the 2018 Hogwarts Express is that the coach was built on plates, not an actual train base.
Yeah,
with the passenger coach for the Emerald Knight, that was built on an actual train base.
right. It was a proper size.
Yeah.
And you would think that after the release of such wonderful details that the Emerald Knight had, we would have gotten a better Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, we got a pretty. I think we got the best of the Hogwarts Expresses. Well, let's say the best designed Hogwarts Express, not necessarily the best functional Hogwarts Express, but the best designed Hogwarts Express with the 2010 wave of Harry Potter. Because I'm going to exclude the original. I'm going to exclude because I think it must be said that the original Hogwarts Express in 2001 came with the 9-volt motor. Didn't come with any track, and it didn't come with the speed regulator, but it came with the 9-volt motor.
That's pretty cool.
And so I don't know how Lego could have stepped down from 2010 to 2018 to get an inferior Hogwarts Express being the latter. I just don't understand that.
Right.
So what am I doing wrong here? So I need to get more of these 2x2 macaroni bricks. So we've got 7 people watching. That's nice.
Oh.
And I'm going to enjoy every moment of this. So what has everyone else been up to? Butchop says latest Hogwarts Express still hasn't retired and is on shelves.
Yes,
Yeah, that's it. I think that set's going to last more than the average age. I'm not sure if that was released in the summer or in the Northern Hemisphere, winter or summer of 2018. But somehow, somewhere, I think because that set is still popular to this day, because Lego Harry Potter, the reboot, has been going strong for a good 4 years now. I think that I think that Hogwarts Express is gonna be on the shelves way more than what used to be the standard in the good old days. When the original version of this thing was released, it was expected that a Lego set would be on shelves for 3 years.
Yes, indeed. If only, huh?
Some sets nowadays, you only expect them to be on the shelves for 2 years. So for the Hogwarts Express to still be available, it must be popular enough that Lego doesn't want to retire it, and that's a good thing for people who still need to get that. Because even with some of the modular sets, they'll discontinue them after 3 years.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about getting another Hogwarts Express to expand mine further, but now with the talks of the UCS, I'm kind of waiting to see what that looks like, you know?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, because wasn't the I can't remember if the UCS Hogwarts Express and King's Cross / St Pancras Station was based upon if that was an idea set that got approved, or if it was one of those controversial decisions where Lego made a set based on a rejected ideas project. But for some reason, my brain might be a little bit hazy about this, but I thought there was some kind of drama with that set being connected to Lego ideas. I might be wrong about that, but for some reason my mind thinks about that.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Yeah, because if anyone has a better memory about that than me, be sure. Well, I'd love to hear the actual facts if anyone has the facts on them in the comments, or if someone wants to come on to the panel and has those facts. I see Mama Lego is in the chat. Hey, Mama. Yeah, because seeing everyone put the powered up system into their Hogwarts Expresses, that only gets me more and more anticipated to build my mock replica of a London Midland Scotland Railway Black 5.
Yeah, that was how I powered up my Hogwarts Express with the new powered up system. Made it really easy to just put everything in the coal tender.
Yeah. And the reason why I want to build a London Midland Scotland Railway Black 5 is because it's a design that is well documented about its specific shapes, and compared to some of the other British steam locomotives that were made for over 100 years. I think I can identify exact Lego pieces that can be used to make one of those. And with the way that I want to incorporate the power function system into the tender, any locomotive that has a William Stanier type tender is more easy, in my opinion, to integrate with the power functions. I should pull up an image of the London Midland Scotland Railway Black 5 once I'm done with bag 1, so that people can get the context about what I'm talking about. Okay, so I don't have too many of the 1x2 palisade or log bricks in black, so that's nice to get more of them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Lego went with black instead of brown for this set.
I'm glad. I'm glad they didn't. Well, I'm glad that I'm glad that they made it a true replica with modern pieces by sticking with the black. I think if they had, I think if they had done what they would have originally wanted to do, but I think it was Godfred Kurt Christensen who was managing, who was CEO of the Lego group at the time. He would have put his foot down and said, "No, you're not going to put brown into the Forestman sets." I'm
Right.
glad that when they made this modern version, they kept up with a Godred's kind of ruling with an iron fist and kept the black. I think it would be cool if they make if they make if they remake this remake GWP a year later with dark brown pieces instead of black. I think that'd sell equally as good
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because and also it'd be a double dipping with the castle fans. Oh, I see we have Macro Bricks. Hey Macro.
What up, Mayo? How's it going?
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, brother Mark? How you doing, man?
PPP, Scotty. Good to see you, buddy.
It's the start of Castle Month, and is that that's the battering ram set I see.
Yeah, buddy. Nice score, brother.
Awesome. Much appreciated. Thank you.
So because of past patterns, am I going to guess that you have dinner at 7 p.m. your time?
No, not quite. Not quite 7. I was actually picking myself up off the couch this time. I was a little tired after work today, even though it was Canadian Day. I wasn't supposed to work, but I did. So I was up early and then came home, ate, had a drink or two, had a nap.
Yeah, happy Canadian Day, brother.
Awesome. Much appreciated. Easy part of the world. Glad to live here.
Right.
So that's why I'm late, man. I'm just being late.
Ooh, look at that vintage set getting opened up.
Yeah, it's used already, but extra fun building it, going back to the good old days of Lego, seeing what the instructions have in store in the back of them.
Yeah, really cool pictures.
See what we got. Oh, you can order parts and pieces. You can get 2 straight of the vintage base plates, Mayo, for $6. I'm not even lying.
Wow.
Yeah. That was way back in the 80s. So if someone has the inflation calculator on them, you can go and use that right now to see how much that really is, because I'm sure it's all relative.
Trees and flowers. You get 2, 4, 6, 8 trees for $4.
And that's
Wow.
the cypress, but that's not the cypress tree, is it? Because that's what matters the most is how much the cypress tree was.
No, it's not the cypress tree. I wonder if there's a date down here. I should fill out my order, send it in, and see what happens.
Right. Can't blame a guy for trying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, 6 castle minifigs for $5.50. Wow, I'll show you that. See if it shows up on camera. Those that you'd get. That's actually quite a lineup of minifigs.
Right. Go full screen, Mayo.
I'm just yeah, of course. Sweet. Let me just because I'm actually just responding to a text from my mother right now.
That is an awesome assortment.
Oh yeah, the 6 space minifigures. Like, holy goodness.
Right. Even the town people.
Oh, exactly.
It was
Back when the
really cool.
American dollar had some value.
Right. Oh, the old school battery box.
Oh yeah, old school battery box, $6.
You
Right?
mean you mean
Diluted it.
um you mean when Ronald Reagan had control over the petrodollar?
Yeah, and then he took it off the gold standard. Oh my goodness.
Actually, that wasn't Ronald. That wasn't Ronald Reagan. Wasn't that John Kerry or a Gerald Ford?
I'm
Or
not
maybe it was,
100%, but I'm gonna put
or
my money on
or,
Ronald Reagan.
or it might have been no,
Might have been
no,
Nixon.
no, no. Nixon, I think, got voted out because of the oil embargo, so that mustn't have been him.
American president.
No, because taking the US out of the gold standard was what caused the oil embargo indirectly. Okay, I always get my facts a little bit disjointed because I've researched so much shit over my time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Richard Nixon, 1974. 1969, 1974, and America came off the gold standard in 1971.
Yeah, but Chop says Reaganomics destroyed our economy. Well, some
I
people
think they all had a part in
would
it.
disagree. Some people would disagree with that because of how big, because of how corporate America expanded in the 80s. But that's a dicey subject. Let's talk about awesome Lego castle sets. So was that the Black Knight's castle?
The Black Monarch's castle, but they had
The Black Monarch's castle.
the old.
Can you show up that page again?
The old school Forestman's hideout.
Yeah, that's.
I love how it says new.
And the camouflage outpost. Oh, okay, yeah, that is the Black Monarch's castle. So the battering ram was originally released in 1987. So you must have a 1989 version of the set, or actually no. So you must have a 1989, 1990, 1991, or 1992 version.
The box doesn't lie. It says 87.
So maybe because it was used in box, maybe they gave you the wrong catalog then.
It could have been why this catalog is at later dates. The Black Monarch's castle is later, or what?
Yeah, the Black Monarch's castle came out in 1989. The same year.
2 years after.
The same year as Pirates. So if there's pirates in that catalog, and it says Pirates are brand new, and also if there's Space Police 1, then that would be for 1989.
Maybe there's some in dates and up in the instructions that would let us know if they're putting the wrong instructions or not. So they got Futron is coming. It says look for these 4 new sets, October 1st, 1988. So I guess depends when this was released.
Okay. So that must have been maybe the fourth quarter of 1988.
What?
Oh man,
that was 88. Holy cow! I would have been 5, man. That's crazy.
Because all of the databases say that the Black Monarch's castle came out in 1989. So maybe it was a 1989 set. Maybe it was a 1989 set, but it was released in December of 1988.
Yeah, or they're just promoting it way too early. Who knows? Back then.
Like what they do with a lot of sets nowadays is they'll call it a 2023 set, but they'll release it in December of 2022. I see we have Brixen Hey,
It's like cars. It's
hey,
like
Richard, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We briefly hit double-digit viewers. It was a lot of fun on some assembly required. 20. That would have been 29 hours ago.
Yeah, that's right. The shameless plug of the 28-hour stream coming up, or the stream coming up in 28 hours, I should say. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully all the pieces are up in here.
Oh, Buttchop's saying Black Monarch's castle was 1988. You know, I'm gonna. It's more interesting to look at macro screen right now. I'm just gonna quietly in the background look up something. So Lego Black Monarch's castle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that new castle.
Oh yeah.
Lego UCS Hogwarts Express.
And the horse bearings, variants, whatever you call them.
What was the value of that 4-pack of trees?
It was $8, I believe.
So $8 in 1988.
No, it was an 8-pack of trees for $4.
Okay.
And you got 4 small ones, 2 big ones, and 2 round ones.
So that would have been four of the small pine trees, 2 of the big pine trees, and 2 of the round fruit trees.
Yeah, that's like 50 cents a tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
My math serves me correctly. And now those trees, I should go back and look at my paperwork. I feel like they're $4 a tree now.
Actually, is that for Canadian or US dollars?
I'd be willing to bet that's American dollars.
Okay, so US dollar inflation calculation.
Won't that be a scary number?
Because I wanna gotta make sure to use the US inflation. You said $4 American dollars in 1988. What is that? What is that nowadays? The $4 in 1988 is worth $9.88 American in 2022.
Well, I just flipped past it. Let's see how much some of the small pine trees that I ordered. Okay, so I've ordered. Well, that's not bad. Four small pine trees cost me $2.60. So what's that, like $2 or it's not going to be 50 cents. So it's going to be like what? Another 15 cents, 65 cents a tree. That's not bad for a small one. I was paying 65 cents a tree. Okay, yeah. I'm not as pissed off anymore.
The $9.88 US dollars to Australian dollars. That's $14.50 Australian.
Oh, I yell at.
I could imagine that mail order service might not have even been on offer in Australia back in the 80s.
Probably not. Australia probably didn't even have Lego back in the 80s, did they?
Yes.
I'm just joking.
At toy store.
Probably super expensive. Interesting color for an axe. I'll take it. Don't know what the hell that is, but it's in there.
Has anyone ever heard of Uncle Tom? Has anyone ever heard of Uncle Tom syndrome?
No.
Because I think I might have it.
What's Uncle Tom syndrome that you might?
So Uncle Tom something was a book that was written back in the 1860s, I believe.
No
and
doubt
it
about
was about how an African American s- slave was trying to conceal the information that two female African Americans had escaped from slavery and I believe joined the Underground Railroad that was going on in the late 50s. And I think he caved in. I think he caved into pressure and was a tattletale on the escapees, and that book led to the psychological the psychological diagnosis of Uncle Tom syndrome, which as Michael Jackson once said, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Uncle Tom syndrome is described as you feel pressured to obey those above you, and
what are we calling above you?
well, oppressors.
Okay.
Basically, it's not a pretty subject to talk about.
Oh, that one's broken.
Because there has been some stuff that's gone on the past. There's been some stuff that's gone on the past week for me, and I've been thinking about the psychology of my mind, and I'm starting to realize with the things I seek approval about from those who have authority over me.
Are you feeling oppressed, Mayo?
Well, it's not. Well,
as yourself.
Uncle Tom syndrome doesn't have to be about oppression. It can be any time you feel. It can be any time you feel that you need to obey someone above you, and that goes against my that makes blood want to run through my veins because I strive to be an anti-conformist, just like how Buttchop says I am anti-authority. I like to question authority. I like to say, hang on, your control over society or an organization is making this worse than what it has to be, and your leadership has some problems. I want to challenge your authority. I want to question your authority. I like to be that self-righteous person who says, you know what, you're doing this wrong. If you do this, you can make things better. And that's why I almost feel like having a psychotic breakdown, because I'm slowly realizing that I'm everything that I preach against, and I feel like I could explode any minute now.
No, you don't want to do that. And I don't know your exact situation, but in a nutshell, you should be your own worst critic, your own competition. You should be only striving to appease yourself, not to appease, other maybe than your parents when you're living under their roof and stuff. But you're not
so now
to appease your friends or people on the internet or your teachers. You're looking to be your best self that you want to be.
Yeah, and I 100% agree. And the more I think about my psychology, I'm like, I need to challenge authority and say, hey, I'm getting myself into trouble because I'm trying to prove X, Y, and Z to A, B, and C people. This is negatively affecting me because I'm trying to impress you when I shouldn't be trying to impress you. I need to be me, and your watchful eye shouldn't stop me from living life how I think I'm going to best succeed in life.
Well, yeah,
Because
that's okay to
I feel
challenge.
like I need to make a stand.
And
I
you
need
can
to
have
make-
a challenge, but you
I
gotta
need to
have
make-
your back straight, and then you gotta
Yeah,
do it in a way that's not ruffling feathers.
I need to make a stand and essentially say, I don't care what I don't care what you think. I know that the only reason you're doing this is because you want to put me in a position to succeed, of which you have done very, very well. I'm much better off than most people in my generation, mainly because I was born into more generational wealth than the average Xennial. And I am grateful for that, but I am molding myself into my own person. What I do isn't going to be necessarily what you want me to be like, but I am successful because of who I am, what I'm doing. I feel like what I'm doing right now is the best way I'm going to succeed in life. I'm betting on myself, just like how there's a bunch of quarterbacks in the NFL that are betting on their performance to get them over, trying to get themselves over $230 million guaranteed.
Well, that's how it should be. Is you should be betting on yourself every time, every situation. I don't show up to a situation to lose, right? I'm not putting money on anyone else.
Because I always try not to be a hypocrite, and I was thinking long and hard. Over something that happened last night, and I was like, I'm everything. Well, I'm becoming what I don't want to be.
Oh my God, stop the stream. Mayo realizes he is human like everybody else.
Yeah, I am becoming everything I preach against.
No,
and
not
that has to change.
Stop it right now.
So hope, because I just need people in my personal life to have a little bit of faith, to have a little bit more faith in me, and to understand that what I'm doing is actually going to work out for me. Just like how all of you guys out there in the Lego community have faith in me.
Sure do. Just make sure you're getting your homework done first.
Yeah, I wish people in real life, not just.
So then the tip to that in real life is, again, focus on yourself, and then every step that you can prove them wrong, you're not out to prove them wrong. You're out to succeed and learn your lesson in a positive way. But if you can, then they're going to see that you succeeded at each task, and they're going to have more faith instilled in you as you succeed at each task.
Exactly.
You gotta walk
because, for example, by hook or by crook, I put in the full 9 yards and got myself 200 followers on Instagram. And thank you, brother from another brick, for getting more for me. Yeah. So I think to wrap up this little rabbit hole, I need to take a stand, and I think I'll get more. I think I'll get more sympathy if I say that this situation is getting so bad, I might want to see a psychologist.
No, you don't want the sympathy though. Maybe some empathy, but you don't want no sympathy.
Yeah, but because if I say I'm feeling this, I'm feeling so bad about this, I might want to go see a psychologist. Just like how when my friend was down, I recommended him go see a psychologist. He took my advice, and that turned his life around.
Yeah,
he felt so much better because he realized he was sweating the small stuff. And he had an epiphany, just like how I had a similar epiphany about 3 years ago. That life that I was looking into too much negativity, and I was feeling worse about myself. I was reading the wrong things. Anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to get that off of my chest, and I don't want to be an Uncle Tom. No one should want to be
No.
an Uncle Tom because it's not a good thing to be an Uncle Tom.
It's like the good old coho salmon up here in Canada. You know, sometimes they swim with the river, sometimes they swim against the river, against the stream. Such is life. Sometimes you got to swim with the flow of people. Sometimes you got to go against the grain of people. Whatever it is.
Because I always feel terrible for anyone that gets accused of being an Uncle Tom. In big business, and Uncle Tom is such a derogatory term for a group of people that when other people have called out people for being an Uncle Tom, they've actually gotten fired from their jobs.
Buttchop says never agree just to travel the softer, easier path to gain acceptance from someone who actually matters not. Yeah, and exactly. And just because someone says it's easier, it doesn't mean it's better. Just because it's easier doesn't mean it's better.
Mr. Blue's going to bed.
Yeah.
Good night, Mr. Blue. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I gotta roll out too. It's getting late for me. My phone's about to die.
Yeah.
You gotta work tomorrow, Scotty?
No, man, I'm still sick, bro. I'm just been chilling out.
Well, hopefully that passes sooner than later. Damn.
It was good talking to you, Scott.
Get
well.
Glad I could come hang out for a little while. Always good to see you, Mayo. Brother Mark, PPP. And,
you too, buddy. Good to see you again.
Later.
Cheers.
Also see we have Johnny G. Hey, Johnny.
Damn, I didn't even know Scotty was sick. That sucks.
ZC says, don't draw too much attention to myself unless one needs to stand up to opposition for change.
Yeah, and at the same time, like every corner you look at the world, Mayo, it's going to be frustrating. You're going to be like, there's a better way. There's a better way. Of course, humans are dumb. We're silly creatures. There's always a better way. But not everyone wants to do the better way. Some people just want what they're used to. You could show someone a better way, but they're used to something else, and they're still going to do it the other way because they're used to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that just needed to be said because I'm not sure if it's a coming to Jesus moment. Or anything, because I don't want to ever compare I would never.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's just a coming to life moment. Maybe it's just one of those turning points in life where you got that light bulb goes off moment, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right? But don't stress yourself out about it.
No, because if I stress myself about it, I'm going to get distracted from finished building these sets.
The world's pretty easy if you're healthy. Keyword up and given the gift of health.
And I'm glad that my fan base is mature enough because apparently everyone that watches these things is aged 35 to 44.
I'm offended.
According to the YouTube analytics, which I'd like to get a few more old folks and a few more young folks too. I think because I'm a vintage fan of Lego, I think I do well with Generation X and Y.
A little bit of an older crowd. No, the ones
because really all of my audience is aged 35 to 44. I'm glad that we can have those adult conversations.
Yeah, I don't know how that exactly worked out, but I find that's the age category that's definitely watching my channel. And that's maybe how I talk or how we act or interact with each other, the people we kind of sleuth out and associate ourselves with. But there's definitely not a lot of youngins rolling through, that's for sure.
No, because other YouTubers out there, they thrive in the 18 to 35 market, and no one older. we have Zissou backstage. Let's add him to the panel.
Well, speaking of which, yeah, on some assembly required, that whole woke or diversity, I'm just laughing because where do people find the time to come up with these comments or these feelings or opinions? Like, do they not got a job and kids and a house to clean, or like maybe some yard work to do, a dog to walk? Like, do they not have stuff to do? Instead, they got too much time whining and complaining about something that doesn't even affect the color of the red bricks.
Yeah, it's just a weird one for me. Do we need to open? Hang on. Do we need to open? Wait. Let's go back to the instructions.
You forgot to open bag 4, Mayo.
Okay, we need to. Okay, for some reason, you need to have both bags opened at once.
Zizou. He's got some night minifigs. Where are those from? Are those just blanks, or those from the blacksmith shop?
Where are we? If I weren't building a set myself, I would try and guess what Zissou is building.
Hey, no, I had so much stuff on my table, it took me 20 minutes to get it cleared off, so I just left some random stuff. Here's one of those nights, though. I love this face, man.
Hey, that's a cool face, that beard. Nice. I love those
Isn't
helmets.
that a great face? It's from the Queer Eye apartment.
Nice.
Love it.
Love those
I've
helmets.
been trying out different hair pieces and heads for an army.
Ooh, a mohawk would be cool on a couple of those guys.
Yeah, I got these off of Bricks and Pieces or whatever. They were available for just a minute. So I ordered a bunch of them. Be good with some Vikings, too. You guys doing all right tonight?
Doing great. Did I just read that right? You saved enough VIP for the castle?
I think so.
Wow, good on you, man. I don't make it that far throughout the year. I usually find something to bloat on. Good on you.
Well, occasionally they have like a really good gift with purchase, or it's worth like $80 or something if you resell it. So I try to save for those rather than cashing in for the $100 or whatever.
Gotcha.
Kind of tight on money right now, and I want that castle, so I'll probably make an exception and cash out a bunch of them.
Just open bag 2. Well, to answer your question, Zissou, this morning, it's I think the best way to describe it has been bittersweet with the conversation I just had.
Yeah,
with my mature aged viewers.
Do you walk away a better person, man? Did you learn something?
Yeah, I feel better. I feel better about myself.
That sounds like a win-win.
Trying to do some self psychology. I'm sure there's more elements that I'll think about that's going on with my my psychology over the next week, because I'm sure I'll think more. I'll try to get a better understanding of my mind in the next week or so.
Chef T is heading out.
Have a good night, Chef.
Good to see you, buddy.
I see a bunch more people who have
some combos
come into the chat. We have Tasman Bricks. Congratulations on 1 year of Stud and Dud. Later, Joe. Hey, Joe. Joe, you have an invitation via the live stream gang if you want to come in. And Moments of the Magic. Hey, Magic. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to tell YouTube that people like to watch my content. Moments of the Magic and Taz, just let me know if you have the time to come onto the panel, because I'd be more than willing. To send you out invites if you do have the time. But if you just want to... Oh, we also have Open Build Repeat. Long time no see, OBP.
Right on.
OBR. But if Taz and Magic, if you're just comfortable watching the live stream, then that's all good with me. I think I forgot to say, Mama, if you want to come onto the live stream, you have a automatic invitation as well. But I don't like to force people to come onto my. I don't like to force my hand or anything, because that'd be bad.
I like to force my hand and my opinions. Those are the only opinions I want to hear. It's my own. The rest of them are going to do nothing but make me think and second guess myself.
Yeah, I've been second guessing myself all night long.
That's not what life's all about. It's not about challenging and second guessing myself. It's about forming my own opinions based on nothing and letting them dictate my entire life.
And now we're back up to double-digit viewers again. I think as I'm thinking about myself reflecting about my own psychology, some song lyrics come to my mind. Under my feelings, under my skin, under my thoughts, from within, learning the subtext of the mind, see creation how we're defined. In my innocent eyes.
Sing that one.
A Delta Goodrum.
Delta Goodrum?
Yeah. Back in 2003, another Australian artist that failed to make a name for themselves in the American market. But she did not get as screwed over by her record labels, because they didn't even attempt to get her on a tour of the US, unlike how I always mention that a BMG record screwed over Kylie Minogue, because she wanted to go on tour in the US, but the bureaucrats at BMG Records couldn't work out exact schedules, and so that never happened. That's why she only has 2 top 10 hits on the US Billboard. Thank you, BMG Records. You got your comeuppance when you got bought out by Sony.
All right, on Taz. Much appreciated.
Okay, where are we? Okay, so I need to add these slopes. Yeah, so... Oh, we have someone else. Who is that? Oh, we have Panda. He must be stopping. Are you stopping by in between work shifts?
No, it's a holiday today.
Oh, sweet.
I get to show up.
Nice. Good to see you again, Panda. Hopefully you're settled back home after good travels, safe travels.
Oh, yes. That
Hey, Panda.
day off work. How's it going?
So is it the Canadian Independence Day or something?
Yeah, Canada Day. It's our birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
It's birthday.
I don't want to talk about Australia Day
That's fair.
because there's some tension behind that. I'm gonna make no further comment about that.
Okay.
That's right. There's tension up here too. Everyone has their problems.
Because I try to handle the adult conversations very delicately so that I don't get accused of being something that has a suffix of "ist" or
Traitor.
or obic.
Well, the people that are always on that, a lot of that's projection. And they are the ones who are those things they scream that you are.
Because it's not about the personality, it's just about the brick, and I'm enjoying building this Forestman's Giftwood purchase.
Again, if people kept themselves busy with their own hobbies, their own job, their own health, they wouldn't have time to worry about what someone else is doing. What I'm doing isn't affecting anyone, so why would they blast me with their opinions? Their food is still warm at the end of the day.
Very true.
I'm looking for a clip. Where's this
Oh,
clip?
look, I'm forgetting more pieces.
So it's a light grey clip. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to tell YouTube that people like to watch my content. We're at 350. We're at 359 subscribers, so 41 to go until we build the UCS Luke's Land Speeder.
400, eh? Nice print.
Yeah. Which means that we're 91 subscribers away from building the Daily Bugle.
Well, you better get on that content and start pumping that out on a bi-daily basis.
I wonder if I left it in the bag, because that's always a possibility.
Dude, am I missing a shield? I'm going to have to go back to Brick World next year and go find Buddy and be like, dude, I'm missing a shield out of my vintage set. Be under the instructions. Nope, it sure isn't.
It's not in the bag. Must be hiding underneath another piece. So have you been building anything lately, Panda?
No, just working. Still, me and my aunt were sorting some stuff last weekend when we went back.
It's always good to get some sorting done. Sorting is a necessary evil. And I reached 20 hours of StreamYard. So after I did my 8-hour live stream last weekend,
That's like a $10 shield. Where the hell
I had 6 minutes. I had 6 minutes left over, so I made a 6-minute update video for July 2022, and that should be uploading on Monday, my time.
I got a new rule. When you buy a used vintage set, you build it on site to make sure all your pieces are there. That's what's going to happen.
And then if the seller describes it as 100% complete, then you can make an inventory of the pieces that are missing and say, hey, this is false advertising.
Exactly. Used 100%. They even put a stupid sticker on the box.
And it doesn't annoy me as much as what it annoys other people. But some people get really riled up when sellers describe things as 100% complete, 100% complete without the minifigs.
Well, yeah, because they didn't take the time to check. Like, they obviously didn't build it. They just threw everything in the box, and yeah, it's probably all there. They didn't actually go through and check. So therefore, you shouldn't be able to write 100% complete on the box if you don't know for sure. Or else I'm a lawyer, and I'm going to give you some awesome legal advice.
Well, speaking of lawyer, that's a good segue. I found the email about the guy 4 years ago who threatened to sue me in the court of law, and I made sure to keep his name anonymous because I don't want to be accused of being slanderous or anything. But one day I'll have to share that email that they sent me.
Oh yeah, send it to me. I love a good old fashioned slander.
Yeah, because of everyone, well, with the pecking order of how I'd release that, it'd go to my Patreon supporters first.
Nice.
Of which there is a link in the description for you to click on if you want to invest in the Mayo Hosko channel.
I'm going to up my pledge so I can be number one.
Well, actually, you already are number one.
Nice.
And you've been number one for months. And you've been number one for months now.
The Lego lawyer.
Because if if you and me both, Macro, can figure out how to create custom emojis, then
Oh, we can figure that out.
we should be able to use custom emojis on each other's content because
That'd be cool.
we both support each other on Patreon.
That'd be cool. It shouldn't be that hard. We can figure it out. In worst case, we just YouTube and Google it and watch the video on how to figure it out. That's how I got this far, to be honest. I YouTubed, no word of a lie, I YouTubed how to upload a YouTube video.
I did that. I did that. I did that when I rebooted my channel because I was like, you know
you
what?
got to start somewhere, and I started at the very, very, very bottom of the barrel.
Because I was like, you know what? I'm sure there's a better way I could be doing this, and there was a better way. I think
Writing it in a book.
I think a lot of people have gone to bed now.
Gone to bed on a Friday. That's where I actually get my view time in, is when I don't work. I can pillage my sleep and stay up all night.
If you guys don't follow Open Build Repeat on Instagram, you should. He has a really cool video where he gives you, I think, maybe 20 seconds to guess what Lego set it is. Shows you only like close-ups of certain parts. So much fun to try to guess.
Hey, that's a cool idea. Nice. Keep people interactive. Right on, I'll be there.
Got to put some flowers together.
I'm missing two pieces so far. I'm missing a 1x4 plate, and I'm missing the shield. A 1x4 plate, whatever, I just swap out my own, even though it's a completely different color of gray. Stands out really bad. But that shield's actually a little bit of a piss off. Use my fridge.
Is that the vintage castle set that you picked up at Brick World?
Yeah, buddy was going to sell it for like $180, but I snagged it before he even put it on the shelf, so he sold it to me for $140.
Oh, nice.
Which is probably still pretty pricey for Lego. Like, other than the minifigure torsos and shields, and these panels,
yeah,
just common pieces. But actually, I'd be curious on what these panels go for on Bricklink. Probably something stupid like $20.
Oh, I'm sure.
What's the set number, Ryan?
Set number, yeah, you bet. Sorry, my bad. It is 6062. Please don't tell me I got ripped off.
Actually, I'm gonna prepare something in the background.
Okay, now I need another one with a hole in it.
Oh yeah, the book was called Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting, actually.
So the ones without the window? Panel without the window, man?
Yeah, the panel without the window, and there's a panel with the window.
Yeah.
There's only two printed panels.
Yeah, one each. All three.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a banned book somewhere in the world.
Well, probably. You got legit diagnoses, and the government doesn't want you to know about it.
Okay, so I need to stack some of these things together. Yeah, because I was watching some YouTube videos and I was reading some articles and some academic papers.
Stop reading so much. You're getting yourself in a kerfuffle there. Getting too smart.
Yeah, and some academic papers about it, and it's a really complex psychological theory. and it's gone through over 150 years of development.
Whoa, what the hell?
Okay, I need to get these corner plates.
They're not too overly bad. They start. There's only a few that start low, but they're only a couple bucks. Scroll for a while, still under $5. Are
Under $5? That's not bad.
no. That's still scrolling for a while, and then to the next page.
Yeah, that's a good price. There's a minifigure down. I might have to get up in there and order some. Oh, you can tell they replaced a part too. Look how different of a gray that is. Oh, damn. We're missing parts. They got replacement parts up in here.
So, as I sometimes like to do whenever I make my cameo on some assembly we required with Brixing and Brickstage Pass, I like to talk about the conversations they talk about, because they always talk about some good stuff over there. You should subscribe to both of their channels if you haven't done so already. Buttchop's still here, and he thinks that you got robbed, Macro.
Oh no! Even at 140, I got robbed, eh?
So I'll ask, what does everyone think about the change of the packaging for collectible minifigs?
Scam show. Lego's like any other corporation. They don't care about the environment. They don't care about nothing but money. The only reason they're doing it. And everyone's pointed out the flaws in it already. All right, you put it in a biodegradable cardboard package, but yet you still got a plastic bag inside the actual box. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's a theory known as greenwashing.
I don't really see how it's that much cheaper anyway, because you got to pay for the boxes and then to print it, whereas the others is just a sheet of plastic going through the bag.
Yeah, it's not even going to be one of those crappy, like, cheap boxes. It's going to be one of those expensive, shiny, with that extra thick wax on the front type boxes.
Oh yeah, so then it's less of a biodegradable and recyclable. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's already pointed out all these points. I'm kind of just reiterating what I've heard.
Like fish stick boxes. Like that?
Exactly.
Is that what you mean, Mark? Like the fish stick
pretty
boxes?
much.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any advantage to it other than Lego's going to force people to try and buy more minifigures. And yeah, you can trade them with people and all that good stuff, but is that kind of really how it works out or goes down?
Not everybody has someone nearby to trade with, though,
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I mean, I can ship them to people, but I'm spending all the shipping money trading back and forth.
It just kind of goes against what Lego's saying a lot of times when they want to put Lego in the hands of everybody.
But if they're doing it to improve the environment, I just wonder how many people are going to buy twice as many because they keep buying them, getting the ones they don't want. They don't have anyone to trade with, so they end up buying more and just throwing them in a box somewhere. So they're making more money, but at the same time, there's just more plastic. I don't know. They are business, so that's their goal.
Well,
if they came in cool containers or something that you could reuse, that might be different.
I'm missing a printed panel, and it's a pretty important one.
That would be a good idea if it was in a package you could reuse. Yeah, I agree.
If you're prepared to wait like what I am, what I do is about 12 months after a CMF wave gets a CMF series gets released, I'll go onto eBay, go on and search for people that are selling complete used in bag CMFs, and they're looking to break even because they bought a box or they bought a case of them, and they don't have anyone in their local area to go halvesies, so they sell the rest on eBay, and they're just looking to break even.
Well, I mean, thank you, Lego. It's going to make the community a little bit tighter because now I'm going to hook up with Panda and Zizou, and we're going to go in on a box and work out to try and get 3 sets and be tighter together and stuff. So it's just Lego being a joke. And
yeah, so it's not. So because I've heard that some people say it's gonna the gamble of buying collectible minifigs is only gonna the odds are only gonna get more stacked against you, so to speak.
No, I'm mad.
Because some people have made legitimate claims, and I'm starting to come around to it, that buying CMFs is like a gambling, or it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, even though they clearly mark out what you're gonna get on the back of the box.
Yeah, it's like a scratch and win ticket for sure. Those like Kinder surprises, you might get doubles.
Yeah, I formed a consortium with a bunch of people two years ago, and we successfully proved that even if you buy 1,000, instant scratchings, even if you buy 1,000, you're still not going to come out on top. We all chipped in, I think, $136 or something as a consortium, and we successfully proved that even if you get into a consortium like that, it's still a waste of money. We knew the risks going in, that the odds were not in our favor, but we still wanted to do the challenge. Could we maximize our odds? And we lost about half of our money. Yeah, we lost about half of our money because we still got the odd you win a free ticket, or you won $1 or $2 or something back. There was a couple times we had some that you had won $10. They were all $1 scratchies, and at least we got some of our money back, but we didn't break even. We didn't make a profit, so we successfully proved that the odds are stacked against you, because the reason I wanted to command that experiment is because all the times people in the media say that the lottery is just a tax on stupid people, and because I wanted to test, was it also a tax on smart people? And yes, it is a tax on smart people. So the lottery isn't just a tax on stupid people. It's actually a tax on anyone that participates in the lottery. Because there are smart people and stupid people and people that are tomato average intelligence that all play the lottery, because we have the right to spend money the way we want to. It's not the wisest decision, but there's nothing stopping us from spending our money on a lottery ticket.
Well,
so
with the casinos.
anyone can be the victim of the lottery, and me and my consortium that I was the head of, we successfully proved that. Because I got so sick and tired of people gifting me an instant scratching on my birthday and on December 25th, and we deliberately don't like to say the actual name of that holiday because we have subscribers that don't participate in that holiday. And I was just tired of it because I'd rather have the money, because having cash in your hand is guaranteed. It's not a gamble with state government organized gambling, which is what the lottery is.
Hey, Click and Cliff.
Hey, Cliff, if you want to come on to the panel, Cliff, you have an invitation to come on. But if you're happy just lurking, or if you're happy just watching the stream, we appreciate your viewership.
And you know, for the blind bags, I kind of, someone said something about gambling the other day, and I had never really thought about it like that because, you know, I do a pretty good job of filling to see which ones they are. If they were $2 like they were originally, then I'm fine with, you know, just gamble and get whatever. But when you're paying $5 or $6 for figures, that's too much to just be randomly getting figures.
Well, especially when they
my
put like
opinion.
4 of the same one in a box and 1 of one. So I've literally bought like a $5 figure, but I've gotten that stupid figure 6 times.
Yeah.
Especially those stupid video ones. Yo, Cliff, yo.
I've got a good story about a YouTuber who bought a random bunch of minifigs for the Lego Batman movie series 1. He didn't fill the packs, but he did a live stream back in 2016, I believe, or it might have been 2017. Can't remember when that series came out. And literally 5 out of those 6 random minifig packs he opened was the Catman CMF. And he was so frustrated. Because
did he buy these from one?
No, I think he bought them at the Lego store in the Sydney airport, I believe.
Okay.
So he bought it at the airport. I believe that's where he bought them. I see we have a Gladiator Bricks Productions. Hey Gladiator, if you want to come onto the panel, you have an invitation via the live stream game. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to tell YouTube that people like to watch my content. And I was reviewing the stats because I was adding videos to my Nervous 90s playlist and my 100 view playlist and taking videos out of my underrated playlist, although there was still dozens and dozens of videos in my underrated playlist. So if everyone could do their part to help get those videos out of the underrated playlist and so that every video was appropriately rated, i.e. having more or having 36 views or more, then that would be gladly appreciated. I was looking at those stats, and it seems like I'm averaging 20 likes per live stream, which is good.
Well, that's good.
So I always like so now that I know all that, I think I need to start. I think I need to set that as a permanent like goal on my live streams. Hopefully, for every live stream going forward, we can reach 20 likes.
Man, these are some dirty bricks too. Damn, some old school Lego up in here. Can't believe I'm missing a printed panel.
Slowly toiling away at this gift with purchase.
You're right.
Almost
A whole panel?
Yeah, a whole printed panel, a good one with like a window print around it.
Brown window.
And we're only two camera slots away from a full live panel.
12 hours of slots to fill still? Let's start hitting it up to some of the people that we haven't heard of, or like they're in the community but not in the community.
You know what? We haven't had any strangers or bots, so I think I'm gonna put up an invitation in the chat.
Ooh, risky business.
Yeah, because I don't normally do that, but everything's pretty chill right everything is pretty chill right now. So if anyone wants to come on and talk with us, for example, if a butt chop wants to come on and do an advertisement for the 72-hour community live stream, anyone can just use that link right there. Also, butt chop. Because I follow Miss Amby on Instagram, she made a post about her thumbnail, and so what because I was talking with butt chop last night, and he said that it had gone to my email, so somehow it must have got sent to spam. I need to change my email settings. So I screenshot Miss Amby's Instagram post, and I used my video editor that I use to edit my thumbnails to make my thumbnail for the 72-hour community live stream. So I've updated the thumbnail of my time slot to have that thumbnail that you send out to people. So everything is A-okay.
Better get on making my thumbnail.
Because I saw a bunch of people this week, they scheduled their slots for the 72-hour community live stream. And just to remind all of you lovely folks at home, my time slot will be from midnight on Saturday, on July 23rd, to 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in North America, which will be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Australia on Saturday, and in Central Daylight Time, that'll be from 11 p.m. on Friday the 22nd to 3 a.m. on Saturday the 23rd.
Oh, do you even wash your Lego bricks? Or it's kind of nasty.
And because I have now watched the first 322 episodes of Hauling and Bowling.
Score.
I just hope that Butt Chop will know what I'm talking about. I hope that frickin' bricks, cheap ass bricks, and Brick Revolution don't confuse Central for Eastern Time again. Tee. We always appreciate all the work that Butt Chop goes to organise this, because it is by far the biggest event on our community's calendar, in my opinion, even bigger than any of the conventions.
Nice.
Because more people can participate in it.
Yeah, it is a great community building event.
Because not everyone can go to any given convention.
Did Butt Chop do the scheduling and stuff last year as well?
Yeah.
That's his. The 72-hour live stream is one of his many pride and joys.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we all appreciate his efforts into organising that every year. Correct me if I'm wrong, Butt Chop, but I believe this is the 4th year of you running this thing.
Isn't it the 8th year?
I thought it was the 4th year, but I might be wrong about that.
I have to go look for parts. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
You're right, Butt Chop. They see me coming. This was straight up disappointment of missing pieces.
So, did you spend 140 Canadian for that?
No, 140 American.
Okay.
That's right. Even worse. Thanks, Panda. Even worse.
Yeah, because if someone goes on to Bowick and finds the price guide of that thing, then I'll share their screens. The battering ram.
I'll probably just go find my missing panel.
Yeah, that wouldn't be hard to replace, man. Be like you
Yeah.
can get it for like $1.20 Canadian.
Oh, nice, easy, good. If that's the case, I'm gonna order some panels.
Even if that's not, a whole bunch of them are still like $2.
Good, nice. Lego's also nasty, dirty.
Now we can build the roof.
Looks like somebody spilled their coffee all over
Did
it.
it come with the box and the instructions too?
Yeah, box and instructions.
Because it was used.
The most of
Because
it.
it was used in box. Those are my favourite types of listings used in box.
Yeah.
I wish I had the box for the 1986 airport and the 1988 Victory Lap Raceway. I wish those were used in box. But when I bought both of them in 2016, no one had the box on eBay.
I like having the boxes. Sometimes I store some of my bulk random bags of stuff in some vintage boxes and stuff. Just never had the set, but hey, that the box is part of a random bulk thing. Like, yeah, okay.
So how am I going to attach this? So, okay, that's a separate build. So you're fitting one of these bright green leaf pieces into the elephant trunk, or no, sorry, not the trunk, the elephant's tusk in the black color. And you insert a couple leaves into the quad bike handle piece. And then there is an adapter to connect that to another one of the elephant tusks. So Zisu, that looks like a red or a dark red car of some type. Is that one of the Jurassic World sets?
Hey, I'm still looking for parts, but I walked back in the room. It's the Speed Champions. The mini
Speed Champions.
There was like a double pack with like the giant racing one and then the regular size little Mini Cooper. So I ordered parts forever ago for like the less common parts, and I'm just now finally getting around to trying to build it. I also ordered parts in this, is it cool yellow, possibly?
Yeah, the bright light yellow.
Yeah, I'm going to see how that looks in that color as well. But it's the wheel pieces that are 1x2 plate with the protrusion. I'm missing 2 of those. I don't know if I'll be able to find those tonight, but I've seen them. I know they're here somewhere. I'll have to figure out where to cannibalize them.
Okay, well, that don't make sense.
Mm.
Should I screw this whole thing up or what? One missing part and it's all downhill.
This goes here. Okay. Yeah, we should have enough time to build both of these GWPs today.
2 Forestman sets?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so where does this go? This goes here, in between the curved tree trunk and the blue roof. And you've got to build 2 of these. Okay.
Front, back.
So you've got to insert.
But Chop, I just saw your comment. I care about the 72-hour stream. Maybe it's because I'm new.
Well, no, it's not one.
So you just raise this up a little bit further. Because we're going up and up and up. Oh, wow. Okay, so it is the 8th. It is. So that was right. It is the 8th year. So it's the 4th year or organised by Buttchop.
Yeah, we do. Of course, we need the live stream event.
Buttchop says, my discontent with the current state of the community. This hopefully will be my last year of doing it.
Gonna make me cry, man.
I do not think the community cares or needs this live stream event anymore. Maybe when it actually happens, it will restore my love. Well, Moments of the Magic says, this is my first year in the community, so I had no idea about it. Well, I'm sure all the regular people that watch the community live stream and who have their own schedules would send you lots of words of encouragement to keep it going, because we all gladly appreciate your efforts. But we're not going to. But I at least am not gonna stop you from stopping it if you don't have the motivation to do so. But all I will say is that I enjoy the community live stream. I'm glad that you all organise it, and I'm glad to be a participant in it, because it is a great event that brings the community together, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. There's lots of people in, the new people, the old people.
Because I was new to it last year, and I told, because last year a Buttchop reached out to me and said, "Hey, I see you're doing videos again," or at least to paraphrase it, "Do you want to be a part of the 72-hour community live stream?" And I was like, "Oh wow, you do a 72-hour community live stream? Yeah, sure, sign me up." And so I think we were watching either a Rigsar or a Trainsar Fun live stream together. I think that was in May. I want to say May of 2021. And Buttchop sent out the link in the chat, and it got me really interested, and so I signed up. It was really easy to click on the link and sign up, and I had a fantastic time last year that made me want to come back. Maybe want to come back for more, and because it was so fun, it was well, considering everything that happened with my 21st birthday weekend this year, I think that last year's 72-hour community live stream was my second favorite weekend ever, to be quite honest, because of how fun it was. was my second favorite weekend ever, and I've had a lot of good weekends in my 21 years on this big blue and green ball that we live on.
Nice.
Because it was that my 21st birthday, the time that me and my dad went to Melbourne to watch some football games. One of the weekends where me, my household family, my auntie, and my grandma went to tropical North Queensland, and the day when I think when we were in Hawaii, we went to the Lego store on a weekend, and I went to a Walmart and an American Target for the first time. That was a pretty cool weekend. I was extremely disappointed by the small scale, given what Hawaii is in the context of corporate America. But regardless, that was still a pretty good weekend.
Well, that's good.
And so that definitely ranked up on there. And but Chopwood was a very good host of it all. And it's what gave myself the fire in my belly to want to do live streams, because that was the first time I saw you, Macro, in 5 years.
Long time.
Because you had commented, well, we were both watching up to 18 hours straight of those community live streams, and I was like, oh, hang on, there's Macro Bricks. We were watching live streams back in 2016 and 2017. It's you. It's been such a long time. And so we were talking to each other so much in people's comments that I reached out to you. I forget how I reached out. It might have been Instagram. I can't remember. And I said, "Hey, do you wanna do some live streams together?" And so bit by bit, bit by bit, things happened, and now here we are.
Bit by bit and row by row.
Because it wasn't just a great opportunity for me to find a whole, or to find the next generation of Lego YouTubers. It was a great opportunity for me to build friendships together, and I've built a lot of friendships together since.
Absolutely, I agree.
Because I had known Buttchop in the comments for years on people's videos. I'd known you, Macro, in the comments for years on people's videos. Jody Smith, who sometimes watches my live streams. I've known Jody for years on people's videos. But other people, I was like, who is that? Why are they so recognizable, and what kind of stuff do they do on their YouTube channels? And so I ingratiated myself into the community, and then one thing after another, my networking powers went up and away, and now I am where I am right now.
Up and away.
It was my first time seeing it last year, and I look forward to it this year.
Nice. Well, we're missing a shield, we're missing a printed panel, a couple other parts, and a whole lot of extra parts. Bust, What a bust.
You don't go unappreciated by us, Butchop.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
I'm like
100.
moments of magic. This will be my first year as well. Although I did go back and watch replay of some of it from last year.
Missing a shield. 1, 2. Missing one more. Just double check the box. Make sure I'm not just ratting and raving. Nope. Nope. Not in there. Not happening. That's okay. We still got 6 minifigures we didn't have before. And when I see him next year, I'll just be able to give him some grief. All right, I'll be right back. Pea Parade. Where did your music go, Mayo?
It went away. Not. If people have actually paid attention to me on social media in the last 2 weeks, you know that I'm not doing music on my live streams ever again. Because I just can't deal with the copyright anymore, man. I just can't deal with it. I don't want my live streams to get taken down by YouTube because StreamYard doesn't know that some of their music isn't in the public domain anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like some of the artists that they commissioned took their music out of the public domain. That's what I'm guessing what happened, because it wasn't just me. It was other YouTubers that had their live streams get copyright claimed or taken down. Okay, so actually I should put the minifigs that I've already built. Actually, where are the minifigs I've just built? Oh yeah, they're over here. I can put them with the build. So that they don't get lost. So are you still sorting Lego Panda?
Yes and no. I kind of stopped for now. Try and look for some pieces.
So are you sorting through bulk or are you sorting through
Let's just take this.
or are you sorting through a sorted bulk or a bulk that's sorted by color type?
Maybe both. It's sorted by color. The bulk stuff from Chicago, I could add it to it.
Because I've got a bunch of assorted bulk that I ran through one of those sorting heads to make to separate the large, medium, and small.
Frickin' cool.
So whenever StreamYard gives me that 50% off coupon, then I'm gonna do another month of sorting,
Nice.
so I can do 8-hour live streams. In like, hopefully I'll get another one in November or December. Because I'd want to maximize. I'd want to invest a lot of time in sorting Play-Doh, and I'd want to do it live so that it can be documented, just like what I did in December and January of or December 2021 and January 2022 on my live streams.
Oh yeah, get her done.
Hopefully, I'll get a coupon.
You say a Groupon?
Yeah, from
Nice.
StreamYard. I just hope that they send me one again, because I don't want to have to pay. I don't want to have to pay full price.
No, I hear you. I wouldn't want to either.
Or what I do is when I'm on other people's streams, I go and sort. I can't find a torso. Where is this torso? I'm telling you, a lot of these pieces are getting hidden underneath these 2x2x4 quarter round panels. I'm super excited for 3 sets that are getting released in August. The 90th anniversary castle, the 90th anniversary Galaxy Explorer, and the Sanctum Sanctorum, because I've got the money to buy all 3 of them.
Yeah, well, my Galaxy Explorer's pre-ordered, but it's on back order. Tell me how that makes any sense.
Yeah, because what was weird is that some people I know pre-ordered the Galaxy Explorer and they got the gift with purchase. Other people pre-ordered it and they didn't get the gift with purchase.
It's a scam.
I'd noticed after hearing people say that they didn't get it, that other websites were promoting it as though you did get it. So yeah, I'm confused as well.
Well, that sucks.
So I wonder if anyone out there right now around here is planning on buying any of those, because I'll be buying all 3 because I've got the money to do so, and I might want to spend the money and get 2 of the castles.
That's what I'd be down for. 1 for sure.
Because if I buy 2 of the castles, then I'd be spending $1,770 in August.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Big spending.
And with all the VIP points I have right now, I'd only need to spend. I would be 50 VIP points short of getting a $150 coupon. Yeah, because I just wait for double VIP points to go get a set that's exclusive from Lego, but the Forestman's gift with purchase is so good, and there's very strong rumors that they're going to re-release the same gift with purchase in August. That I'm going to hold off buying those things on double VIP points and bank on there being this gift with purchase being there. Because if they do re-release the Forestman's gift with purchase, then I'll buy all 3 of those sets the moment that gift with purchase goes on sale.
Have any of you built this before, the Mini Cooper?
No.
So I'm
Oh,
missing.
the little speed champs.
Yeah, I'm missing the red part that goes here, so that's got to be replaced. But it uses cleavers here. Isn't that great? Like in front of where the wheels go.
Oh,
They're
nice.
just black cleavers. I love how they use crazy parts like that.
Just for something different, 100%. Me too.
Yeah.
I love when it's out of the norm.
So I think the first Gifford purchase took me 1.25 hours to build. So hopefully this will also only take me 1.25 hours to build.
So did you just get 2 of them?
Yeah. Because at the start of the stream, I showed off my pile of shame, which is what people used to call the backlog. That's how old I am. And so I showed off the UCS Luke's Land Speeder and the Daily Bugle
Okay.
before I logged onto my computer. And 41 subscribers to go to 400, so we can build the UCS Luke's Land Speeder. And thanks for our 200 followers on Instagram. There should be links to my Instagram and my Twitter and all other social medias in my description. And but if you only want to click on one link, then I recommend going to mayohosko.weebly.com to get the most amount of information related to myself, because there I have links to my social media plus a whole bunch of other information that I haven't explained on my videos before.
You're a one-stop shop for all your mail needs.
Exactly, and I've got to write a piece on my website about my experience with the copyright. And I've also got to write a piece about my childhood with Lego, because I think that's important, because I get a lot of questions. So instead of me answering that over and over again, I can say, well, you can find all this information just by going to mayohosko.weebly.com.
Sold.
And when we get enough people who subscribe to the newsletter, then I'll send out the newsletter. And that same newsletter would be sent out to all the Patreon supporters. But the Patreon supporters would get a deluxe version of that newsletter, because they would get coloured pictures of behind the scenes.
Oh, deluxe edition, nice.
Because just imagine a page out of a newspaper would be the format that I'd want to do that as. If I can ever get a dozen people that subscribe to the newsletter. But that's not high demand for me, because my website doesn't get a lot of traction, to be honest. But that could all change if people use the link in the description.
I don't even have a website.
Yeah, because I made one for university, and I was like, you know what, this is super easy. I think I could apply a similar formula for a website of my own, and that's what I did. what are some of these people saying? Because I need to go back and read some of the chat. Owners of the Magic said, "Dude, I totally understand about the mental health. I stopped streaming because I was getting depressed. Yeah, I'm a mental health activist, so I know how troubling it can be to want to do things if your head's not in the right place. Because my head's not always in the right place, and so I don't want to do stuff that I want to do. So I totally understand that." And Butt Chop says a couple of things. "Yeah, you are right, Mayo. It is an awesome weekend. Your words are encouraging, and it means a lot that you had such a great experience. I appreciate that you understand. Most people cannot relate. Please know I do not say such things as a cry for attention, just an honest display of my feelings as of late. I get you, man. Don't worry. And you can't keep it bottled up because it isn't good for you. That's why I like to let out my deepest thoughts on my live streams, because I know that people will be understanding." And Clicking Cliff says, "I like to support this community. I try to support it." I think we all try to support each other because that's how we know that we're going to grow. We're going to grow better together than we will grow separately. And I think the more dynamics and partnerships and friendships that are established between those who have more than 1,000 subscribers and those who don't. Because, for example, I have relationships with Brixing, Macrobricks, Brick Hive, and yes, you could say Wigzar, because I mean, it's not like I got him to come onto my live stream back in October or anything. And those dynamics help the community. And I think if there was more of them, then we'll only get stronger. Everyone else and other smaller YouTubers have relationships with other different people who have over 1,000 subscribers, and that's how they grow together.
All about the power.
I think the moment that some of the cliques in the community partner with other cliques, the growth will only get stronger. Because I get around the block a lot, so I have definitely picked up on which people hang out with who, and the reasons why they do that, and and a lot of times it's due to geography, and a lot of time it's because there's a conglomerate of people who all go to the same convention together, or people share the same time. People share the same time zone together, and I think that's what has created all of the friendship circles. And I think the more of those friendship circles that overlap, the more commerce of likes clicks and views will go around the place, and the more likes, clicks, and views that circulate throughout all of our YouTube channels, the stronger we will become independently, and the stronger we will become collectively.
Oh yeah.
That's why I appreciate people who like to invite the little guy along, and I was the little guy that people invited me to be a part of, even if it was just one hit wonder. I like to invite the little guy onto my live stream. Doesn't matter if we are friends or not. As the more I get to know people, the more I get to trust people, and if I trust people, then I want to invite them to my live streams, because I see that you're making the effort to interact, and I like to reward those people who put in the hard yards.
As long as they're not a complete jabroni.
And on a side note, I just can't keep up with all the giveaways that are going on right now. I just can't keep up with them. There's so many people giving away free Lego.
Nice.
So many people giving away free Lego. And it's just like I can't keep up with all these giveaways, man.
Yep.
So I'm not even going to attempt to get into the giveaways, because it's like I just don't have the time for it. I'd rather spend that time watching other people than trying to trying to gamble on winning a giveaway. I mean, I've never won a giveaway, so I don't feel disheartened by it or anything. So we need to build doubles of these.
You get buddy like that. All right, now I gotta apply some crappy wall technique to this.
So, are you building a mills section of the Castle Pirates mock?
Yes, sir. Starting with just the castle, or I could say the mills plate, then the castle wall. So I just want to build the castle wall, but I want to add some texture up front first, and then I'll build the castle wall just like in behind a little bit.
And because I've watched all of your updates about the Castle Pirates mock.
Thanks, man.
Well, because I see there's a Papa's Bricks. Hey, Papa.
What up, Richard?
Because I've seen all of your Castle Pirates updates. I think if you want to include more pirates into the mock, a little set that I know from 1997, or 1996, can't remember the year, that I think would be a good set for you to either piece together or make a mock version of, would be what is it?
What's it look like, or from what year?
I think it's the Armada Century. Let me Google it. It's like a little. It's like a little toll booth for boats entering the bay.
Nice.
Yeah, Armada. I think it's the Armada Century. Yes, Armada Century. When did it come out? What does Bricklink say about it? 1996.
Ooh, that's not bad though.
Let me share my screen. Entire screen. Matrix. Yeah. Armada Century.
Oh,
set.
for pirates,
It's too-
okay.
Yeah, for pirate.
I'll tell you, they're gonna want an arm and a leg for that, and the only thing that's probably is that minifigure in the red boat. I'll just build that bad boy.
Yeah, because I've been thinking while you've been building different mill sections, what small pirates sets would you be interested in buying or piecing together or making mock versions of? And I was thinking, well, all your pirate stuff is more concentrated on the water, and to separate the castle on the land, focus the pirates on the water, because that only makes sense. So if you want to include more pirates, the best thing to do would be to find structures that are built on water, and the Armada Sentry was one of the sets that came to my mind.
Nice. You know what I really want to do? A little sneak peek. When I start the pirates, I'm going to take Barracuda Bay and the big, huge treehouse sets. I'm going to mash them together. And that's going to be my pirate base kind of substructure. What up, Eric? How's it going?
What's going on?
I see you following me around already, eh?
Hey, Clock. I think Cliff left, by the way, too. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well.
Okay. I was distracted.
Yeah, I think Cliff's gotten bitten by the bug too. That's not good. Get well soon, Cliff. Bye.
I was talking with Paul and then just got off. I figured I'd come on before I go to bed. We're going to Springfield tomorrow, so.
Oh, nice. What are you doing over there? Getting from over there?
Oh, we're going to have you ever watched like drive-ins, diners and dives?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, where they go around and eat all the great food.
There's an episode of one about a place we're going. It's called Cozy Dog. It's where the corn dog was invented.
Ah, nice.
And we have friends down there. We used to live down. The kids were actually born down there, and so we're going to meet up with a friend tomorrow for Cozy Dog.
Smash some Cozy Dog, yay! Sounds fun.
Yeah, in Australia we call it the Dagwood dog because it's coated in something else that isn't corn syrup.
I thought you were going to call it a downward dog. Whoa.
I think they use a different type of oil that they coated in instead.
I had a bunch of those pieces. We're going to put them in now.
I'm going to get too ahead of myself in the instructions.
Are you going to incorporate that set you got in your castle stuff?
Absolutely, because and my Patreon supporters like Macro Bricks will help me decide whether I want to combine these two together or if I should keep them as they are. So I think Macro Bricks was. Did you?
Cool if you made them like build, so that roof.
Yeah, did you lean? Yeah, because I thought you were leaning on combining them together.
Yeah, that'd be cool to make that roof, that blue part of the roof, meet up. Then it'd be a pretty thick little fortress. I myself want to actually make a little fortress and have them be their own faction of Robin Hoods and stuff, their own little sub base and all that.
Yeah, so I'll have to see what venomous Typhon, who's my other Patreon supporter, thinks about that. But if anyone else wants to help me cast their vote, your opinion would have more weight in my decision-making process if you become a supporter on Patreon. So if Venomous Typhon thinks it's a good idea, then I will combine the two together.
Those are brown too. Let's see if goes for something.
He's at the football right now. He'll be at the football all day.
Foosball? Who? What?
He's at the football right now.
Football.
I don't care about Aussie rules football right now until the finals, because I don't care about the regular season unless I've got money riding on it.
There you go, Mark. You have the Wolfpack faction go after it.
Is that all of them, or just the ones you got?
That's the
quick
ones I had
access
in one
to?
bag. I probably have a dozen or more. I don't know.
Nice. Super fun.
I had him pillaging the farm earlier.
Should I hit you up for an offer for those guys yet, or what?
No, but he did give me the big eyeballs when he saw him.
Opening bid $75.
Do I hear a bunch of Discord notifications in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you guys didn't know, I have a Discord server where I like to share some I like to share some stuff. So if you want to become part of that server, there's a link in the description. I know a lot of you guys are in there already. A while ago, I left a bunch of Discord servers, and the other day I left a bunch of Facebook groups because I just wasn't active enough in them.
There's the moo.
Hey, nice. I like that color.
It looks like a dairy cow.
Oh yeah. Speaking of cows,
Cool.
what was it? I told my Patreon supporters that because the cows are sold out on Bricks and on Pick and Build, and I don't think they're ever coming back, to be honest. And because the ones on Bricklink are so ridiculously priced, I think I'm just going to have to make brick built cows.
The cows and the new animals don't even show up in the U.S.
Here either.
I don't know if they were ever available, and I did click the show out of stock. That was yesterday, I think it was. I placed an order. Yeah, I couldn't find any of the new animals.
I did the same thing. They didn't have the chicken or the cow, and they showed that the sheep was out of stock.
And I went looking as soon as they came up for options. So
they've been out of the Black Falcon torsos for over a week now. I'm hoping they get them back.
What I want to know is why don't they have those giant animal packs like they do for Duplo for like the regular minifig scale? That's why.
Yeah.
Have you seen those wild animal packs?
Hates us, especially when they're doing a farm theme. Absolutely, they should.
They have like 2 animal packs right now for Duplo that are amazing. If those things were like,
I ordered
I'm glad I got a hoard up on the chickens and pigs here.
Throw this together real quick here.
Trees for $2.
Because I've seen those Duplo animals, and I'm like, why can't we get these in? Why can't we get these in minifig scale? Come on, Lego. You know that it'd sell more.
Well,
it's like they're trying not to make money.
Well, what parents going back to the Lego website and ordering their kid up an extra 8 Duplo cows? No, give it to the AFOLs.
They're not.
Exactly. We are. Give it to us.
It's the kids walking through the Lego store going, "Mom, buy me this."
I did just order a Duplo turtle though. I'm curious how big it is. I thought I'd pair it up with those
You're feeding the frenzy.
Those little elves with the acorn hats or whatever. Be like a giant turtle.
Oh, those are cool. All that stuff, man. Lego's doing the same thing as Nestle in California. They don't care. So take it.
Never buy baby formula from Nestle
Or China.
Well, actually, China has been buying Australian baby formula for years now, and Australia, one of our baby formula manufacturers, ramped up their production to ship tons of it over to the US because of the shortage.
Why did China run out of melamine?
It's a combination of the shortage and what happened from the previous time, where they do not trust Chinese stuff. They'll spend extra money if they got it from overseas.
That's funny.
And all of the people in Africa, all of the babies that died because their mothers were skimping out on the proper doses of baby formula because Nestle overcharged for the baby formula.
That's fair though. In Africa, they don't have a whole lot of options. Them poor mothers.
And they priced millions of innocent mothers out of the market. And I think that was shameful corporate greed because it literally caused deaths. That breaks my heart. And in Africa, of all continents, to have corporate greed, that just makes me sad.
Well, it just shows you corporate greed is universal.
Yeah, no place on earth is excluded. No place on earth is excluded from corporate greed.
Exactly. That's when we talk about Lego. It's funny. I'm just like, they don't care. They're coming like everyone else.
I like that on some assembly required they call Ian Wickbod the voice of reason. I like that.
Stop making so much sense, Ian. Dial it back.
Stop being the smartest guy in the room, Ian, because that's my job.
I do enjoy his take on things, though.
Yeah, because he brings a lot of the people who just spit out random things on silly little silly little articles. He makes them look like fools. I always hark back, and I mentioned this when I was on some assembly. We quite all those stupid articles that were. Is Lego worth more than gold? And that created a whole generation of resellers and scalpers. There's a difference between being a reseller and being a scalper. A scalper is someone who buys all of the sets and immediately puts them on eBay. A reseller is someone who holds on to them after to the point where they become retired, and then they go and sell them at double or triple the RRP. That's how I would define the difference.
And why would you buy gold versus Lego versus any other investment?
And also because most Lego outside of Chima or Video or Dots goes up by value 200% or more. It's a safer investment than gold or the stock market.
Lego out of everything I've seen in my life is probably one of the best or easiest investments. Gold is only going to feed you when the times are tough and the financial markets melt down, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to be able to sell your Lego for 200% of what you paid for it when the world's fallen apart. So they each got their own, I think, right? Yeah, if you're collecting gold from the 1960s, yeah, you're going to make some money on it, but it's not an investment for every 5-10 years like people think it is. And
that's why you always see people who are so desperate for money going to a pawn shop and pawning away their jewelry that has gold in it because they're so desperate to get some cash on their hands. Easy money. Because jewelry has value.
I think
Well, even back in the day, you could take nasty chemical, was it urea formaldehyde? You can't do it anymore with the new phones, but all the old school flip phones, TVs, computer monitors, you could just go whip out all them little green cards and circuit boards, and the urea formaldehyde would eat away all the plastic and crappy metals and leave the gold behind. People are going nuts over that for a while.
Somehow, with the way things are going nowadays, I think the quiet hours start an hour earlier than what they used to.
And if you look at it from an investment side, like an actual investment side, you're not buying one or two green grocers. You're not buying one or two Ghostbusters headquarters. When people invest, they invest $5,000 or $10,000. You'd be buying 10 or 15 of those green grocers. That would be a solid investment. And if you did that and you turned around and you sold them now, where else can you go spend $5,000 and make $15,000 back, right? Not off the stock market, you ain't.
5,000.
And if it happens, it's only going to be that one time. It's not going to happen again.
Well, exactly. You got to be timing it right. That's right. You got to time that stock market clock right. And it can also swing the other way. You could also like go to retire and the market could tank. I don't know. Funny numbers. I like investments that I can touch, hold, and have control over. I'm not a big
Just don't bring jewelry over the border.
Yeah,
And the
or else
custom-
they'll go
and
through all
then
your
the
bags and bring the
customs-
underwear.
And then the customs won't harass you.
It's funny though. I think I do it for entertainment value for myself.
We'll see.
Yeah, just as long as they're not filming you for Border Security International, because border security is an Australian invention. Then they went to Border Security International for Canada. Then they made Border Security America's front line.
But wouldn't I get paid if it was border security? Like if I was on the show getting recorded, would they have to pay me or something?
I think any time that film crew for Border Security International, because you're going into Canada, if they were filming you, I'm sure they'd ask you to sign a waiver.
Oh, you probably get at least half of a charge. Probably take less of a charge if they're filming you, I bet. It's like your plea deal.
Oh yeah, but if we all if it's like, hey, you want to be on the show? Okay, well we're gonna pretend you've got this problem here, and oh man.
Well, it's funny. No, when they stopped me and asked us the classic, did you pack everything in this bag? You packed your bag yourself. Are you sure of all the contents in your bag? Yes, sir.
Well, George Carlin did a funny bit about airline security back in the 90s and all the ridiculous questions they asked.
I mean, I guess they're just doing their job, whatever, but...
Yeah, they are just doing their job, and for the most part, people on Border Security understand that. But the real good episodes are when people get all a bitchy about it and they start complaining about how the system is wrong. I mean, the system is wrong, but it's just funny when people go on a tirade about it on TV.
Yeah, it is.
I'm shocked that these have only been in 41 sets so far. You'd think
in 41.
Yeah, you would think it'd be much, much, much more common.
I would have. Yeah.
I believe Chef T is 42. He had his birthday a while ago, so now he's the answer. He's the answer to the universe. And if that piece becomes available in one more set, then that Lego piece will be the answer to the universe.
Little Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy there.
And one of the people in the lug that I still want to join, but need to fill out the paperwork. Her name is 42.
Like, is that her birth name or legit?
No, that's her alias in the lug. It's the Southern Bleaks Lego user group.
I'd be number 13.
And they organize the big Lego convention in the city of Adelaide. But I didn't go this year or to the model train convention because I just had other things that were more important for me to do. So hopefully I'll fill out the right paperwork next year and become an exhibitor.
There you go.
Because it's free of charge in Australia. In the US, you have to pay to be an exhibitor, which sucks.
And back on that topic, Mark, just think about it. Now you have interesting stories you can tell about your travels through the airport as opposed to just being delayed for some time and being bored.
I guess the problem is I got an interesting story every time I travel.
Oh, well.
Something about the dark facial hair that's a trigger. I'm not sure.
I'm sick of the cold. I'm sick of the cold weather. We haven't. I think we've only had 1 or 2 days over 20 degrees Celsius in the past 6 weeks. This is getting
what's the average?
insane.
What's the average temperature then?
The average temperature is, I think, 16.
Oh my
In
god!
May?
Yeah, that's still summer up here.
Yeah, I see. It's a tale of two climates. I retweeted one of BFAB's tweets about it being about oh my god, can't it's too hot to film videos at 32 degrees Celsius, which is 99 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was like, okay, that's as hot as it gets. Tale of two climates. Like I could not deal with the cold, and people who live in the cold couldn't deal with the heat.
It's 14 degrees out right now. We're going to get down to 11 degrees Celsius. And then tomorrow's going to be a high of 17 degrees.
Well, actually, you know what? I think that's actually hotter than me right now. I think the maximum right now is I think the maximum today was going to be 15 degrees Celsius.
I hope it's hotter because that's supposed to be our summer and your winter.
Yeah, a tale of two climates.
100%. That's funny.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. Jesus.
Oh, I can't wait till I get to Argentina.
And all of the people in the UK were complaining that it's so hot, and it was only 20 degrees Celsius for some of those people, especially in the north. I think it got to about 25 degrees in the south, and they were literally out of breath at 25 degrees Celsius. I'm out of breath at 38 degrees Celsius, which is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Like anything over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm just gonna sit around all day with an air conditioner or a fan going.
When I got married, it was 119 degrees on the lake in Lake Mead.
Nasty. Those would be some sweet wedding photos, eh?
Well, we were out on the lake and basically neck up in water the whole time on the shady side of the boat.
You'd have to be. Wow.
It was so hot.
Gross. When it's that hot, the water's almost hot too.
Oh yeah, the water was like 75 degrees or 80 degrees.
So if anyone has any crazy stories about the weather, I'd love to hear it.
All right, I got one. You know, this one time at band camp, it was so hot that the kayak melted. And the sled dogs were like panting and they were shedding so much, couldn't even keep them cold.
Remember that scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when Prince Pondicherry built a palace made out of chocolate in India? Yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
No. The advantage though, when it rains up here and it gets really muddy and really soupy, we just bust out our snowshoes because they do the same thing on top of the mud as they do the snow. So it's like the universal shoe.
So in Canada, do they, is it Celsius instead of Fahrenheit?
Yeah, it's all Celsius and metric. Everything's on a scale from 0 to 100 up here. Like
Except for when you guys measure like building, don't you guys use foot and square foot?
Depends what it is. I do because it's just a number that I'm used to dealing with versus meters. No one knows what the hell it is when you say 68 meters.
I do.
But if you say 112 feet, they'll be like, yeah, okay.
But I'm saying that a lot of people in Canada understand the English measurement versus.
Oh yeah, we use both.
The metric
up here.
The metric system because Canada was small enough at the time that they could afford to convert over. Australia was small enough at the time that we could convert over.
We would use just the metric system, except for the States is right below us. So we have to kind of be able to do both at the same time, right? So in my head, when I measure like millimeters or inches, I can kind of slap them together and convert them both pretty quick on the fly. Versus some people are kind of adhered to one or the other. But because we're tied to the States, we have to know kind of both. We operate both. Miles, kilometers, pounds, kilograms, got to be in the know-how.
Yeah, everything in industry uses both all the time.
And what's confusing about the British Isles is that they use the imperial system for everything except weight. They have to use metric weight because you can't have pound be a currency in weight. G Great British Pounds or LBS.
Don't they use
Back to the
stones?
funny world.
Don't they use stones in England?
Well, no. Well, isn't a stone 8 pounds?
I don't know. Something I
Couldn't tell you.
And what's even more, but what I think is the most confusing thing is that the US has their own gallon, and it's different from the imperial gallon. So the US has a gallon that is 3.8 liters, but Canada uses the imperial gallon, which is 4.3 liters.
See, I thought every time I did a gallon calculation, I was always doing 3.86 or whatever the hell it is. I didn't even know there was. Someone said it probably about 3 months ago, the other gallon, and I was like, damn, I just learned something new. Go back to high school.
Cheese macro.
I know.
And what is so confusing about for measurements of alcohol, you've got your schooner and you've got your pint and you've got your stubbies. Well, different states in Australia use different terminologies for the different measurements, because if a Tasman Bricks is lurking somewhere, he'd understand what I'm talking about. On the east coast of Australia, a pint is the standard imperial pint of 604 millimeters, I think it is. But in South Australia, I think it's only 484 or something.
All I
So
know
it's
is
like,
Adam.
it's like, why? Why did you have to make that more confusing?
I don't know. I got a schooling lesson on time by Adam earlier.
By who?
By Ozzy Adam.
Oh yeah, the whole times on one wavelength or whatever.
Where's my flux capacitor?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, if those
Started
people...
talking, and 10 seconds in, I had to pull out my dictionary and thesaurus.
Yeah, if those Australians, if they want to come on to my 72-hour community live stream, they'll be the first people I invite if they express an interest in doing so. But knowing the lack of a relationship I have with them and they have with me, that's probably not going to happen. Which is why which is why I market myself to the American audience, because my own country doesn't like me as much.
Go
You
America.
gotta force yourself, man. You gotta force yourself.
Hey, Macro, did you see that thing that Brixie posted about your C11 or whatever?
My C11.
The C11 law they're trying to pass where Canada gets to control the algorithm of YouTube.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I doubt that. How's Canada going to control the algorithm of American companies?
No, they can control they have if they pass a law in Canada. YouTube
like the government's controlling what we're seeing and this.
Yeah,
and
like
that.
they get to decide what populates to the top and who doesn't.
That's interference that I don't like.
I'm just going to throw down a pro Justin Trudeau every once in a while. Then I should be good to go.
And we all know the stigma that he has.
Well, apparently the media companies in Canada want a heftier cut of the revenue that's happening on YouTube because they're losing out on the money because people are watching YouTube too much.
Well, probably the media companies also got like a $600 million donation from the government, so they're going to do whatever the government tells them to do, vice versa.
Well, apparently they want people on YouTube in Canada to be more pro-Canada content versus just generic content.
That's nationalism.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Canada's going to need to make some content for me to watch if they want me to be pro-Canadian.
Pro-Canada.
Like, there's so much. And I'm not watching no French, bilingual, self-religious, pro-government programs here.
Oh, but that's you'll get pushed. Because they'll be considered authentic Canadian content because you'll have to be approved as being Canadian content, even though you are a Canadian. Even if you were making Canadian content, you still have to be approved in order to be considered Canadian content for the algorithm.
So there's more hurdles that you have to jump through. Hooray!
Oh yeah,
so it makes it worse. No, so what it actually does for content creators is to make it worse if you are a Canadian content creator, because if you're not certified as what they want you to be, you'll be pushed down to the bottom of the list completely, because they'll then push other content that's
pro-Canada.
So all my rants and raves, I got to stop doing that now, or else they're not going to watch.
That whole premise is a load of horse shit. That's bullshit.
The government should not be allowed to do that stuff.
How can someone get away with that in a free market?
It's not
a free market when you're the government.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not free anymore. Then it's not free. It's not free anymore. Oh! I just totally smashed itself. Oh, how do I put this back together? How do I put this back together?
There you go. How's that boat look?
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat.
You know what's hilarious? They would give you these boats that float in water, but then they put decals on them so they peel off. It's like,
Yeah.
why don't you just print that shit? You know what I
That's
mean?
funny.
You know what I mean?
That's funny.
It's like, come on. It's like, Mommy, the stickers are peeling off. So, just let go. Yeah.
Bad for you, kid. But mommy.
Mommy, help me. The man is touching me like Daddy does it. Like Daddy does at home. That's an old George Carlin skit.
TMI. Or you get your boat built and you're super excited. You just freshly built your boat as a kid. You know, it's your first set you built by yourself. You go to take it into bath time, and it just destroys your stickers and your heart crush now, right? Just heart crush.
How does this go on?
Oh my God, you killed Kenny.
Snap into place. Come on, snap into place.
Are you having Chicago withdrawals yet, Macro?
I had Chicago withdrawals going to the airport and the whole week after. Absolutely, man. I guess I couldn't do that every year for the full 365 days for the rest of my life. But if I won the lottery, I'd definitely be a traveler.
You could get a condo in Chicago.
I'd do that. And then I could start the Mecca tour of Lego. Yeah, I'm addicted for sure after that first convention, especially if we can get the other ones or they just keep getting better and bigger every year. Every year it's damn addicting.
Well, Holly posted her video today, and she said that she'll be back in Chicago. So that means Amasaurus and Shy and all those other people are going to be there too.
Next year they're going.
Yeah, next year,
Nice.
Holly was like, "I'll be in Chicago." She says that's the one I'm going to go to every year.
Well, yeah, and Hive wants to say he's going, and then Clicking Cliffs says he's going next year. There's a couple other people I can't remember off the top of my head, but they said they're going to go next year. So
It sounds like everybody that we know almost is going to be in Chicago next year.
Yeah.
Well, I think the FOMO said it, and the ones that didn't go, they're like,
So
"Damn
the
it!"
ones that go are definitely going next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Alec's been talking constantly with Brooks about how they want to go to Chicago.
yeah.
I've been giving Greg crap left and right. Oh my God.
Yeah, what was Greg's excuse for not going?
No, he hasn't gotten permission.
Dude, I didn't have permission either.
Just go and
but I
ask for
still
permission when you get back.
He asked for forgiveness later.
went. Exactly. No, you just go do some house chores or something and launder the cash in like some home project or home repair or whatever.
Yeah. That's a cool little boat. I like it.
Minus the stickers.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to be doing bath time with it, so I'll be okay.
No, you don't set the candles up beside the bathtub and then get the boats in there and
I guess I could throw a bath bomb in there, just kind of chill. You know,
get some bubbles in there and call it Antarctica or something.
some scented candles.
I really don't. I just don't have the time for baths.
Yeah, I have a bath with my wife and that's about it. And that shower in and out. I feel like if I had a bath by myself, I'd probably be really depressed or something.
And it's past midnight in the US.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
What part of the U.S.?
the East Coast.
Are they the ones that count though?
Well, that's where majority of the audience is in the East Coast.
I thought Central Mountain was the only one there.
I only have a few. I only have a few people I know from Central. A couple people from Mountain, and a couple and one or two from a couple from Pacific, but I've got several from Eastern, and then Panga is ahead of all of them because he's in Halifax.
Panda's going to be at Brick World next year.
Night, Rick.
You heard it here first.
Well, Papa's going to bed now. Good night, Papa.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Oh. Papa don't preach.
Homie, don't play that. What?
I quite enjoy how they integrate all of the modern quarter round panels in here. I think that's my biggest takeaway from this. But mainly, I don't enjoy building Lego sets. I just enjoy the final product. So I'm not one who will be like, "Oh wow, I enjoy building this set so much." No, I more enjoy talking to other people when building a set, because that's what really matters to me.
I don't know. I've had there's been some building sets that I've really enjoyed doing.
I enjoy building sets, talking to other people, because we can talk about the set or anything else Lego related while doing so.
I know Macro enjoyed that.
Talk about other stuff.
Wall.
Like,
You enjoy that double curve wall, right, Macro?
what's that? Sorry.
You enjoy that double curved wall, right? When they
Well, yeah, you know, as I was about to say, even though when I get frustrated, it's still a humbling experience or an enlightening experience, right? Be like, wow, these Lego pieces stacked up this many times or whatever, yada yada, this technique, it's actually difficult. Or you got to be like extra delicate with your fingers or your hands. Like, it's just the whole thing's a humbling experience. Yes, I swore at it. Yes, I still enjoyed it. I'm weird like that, though.
I go in for punishment.
Yeah, I've heard that one a few times in my life. Okay, how can I make that go? Ooh, change the plans.
Well, I ordered the Loop roller coaster.
The Loop?
Big giant new roller coaster.
Nice. I've been debating that, but I haven't. I can't do it yet. I can't do it. I need that castle first.
I'm not interested in any of the amusement park sets. Dating all the way back to the fairground mixer in 2014.
I have them all, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
It's kind of like Pringles with those sets. Once you buy, you can't stop.
Once you
Once
pop,
you pop, you can't stop.
Yep. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
And so I just don't even start to begin with, so that I don't have to stop what I don't start.
There you go. Oh, it does look good. I like the action of it. So. Okay. So and it would look good in the amusement park. And if you have the other ones, like Eric mentioned, he has, you kind of keep on rolling with the theme. Why not?
Yeah.
Like you said, once you
Oh,
pump
I've got the white carousel, the blue carousel, the Ferris wheel, the mixer, the little UFO creator. I've got the new space ride one, and then the new both roller coasters. So it's like,
nice. That first carousel you got, I don't have that one.
I have the haunted house too, the fairground haunted house too.
Nice. I skipped out on that one because it didn't even match the rest of the rides. So I was like, nah, I'm out. I'll probably regret it later, but whatever. Oh, what did I do there? That's not right.
Is a merry-go-round and a carousel the same thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have the white one that they did like I don't know how long it was, 10 years ago.
Yeah, 2009.
Okay, so like 13
I
years
used to
ago.
go in there.
And then I have the new one they did, which is like a smaller version of the white one, almost identical, but just smaller. So
Yeah, because the 2009 Grand Carousel sells for well over $1,000 nowadays.
Yeah, it's crazy how many Lego sets are there. $1,000 or $1,500 now.
And so it was well documented how Briggs famously sold his, and how his son they might be Briggs got all upset about it, and then they regretted it so much that when they found one for under $1,000, they bought it because it was such a good price.
That's kind of funny.
yeah, those white panel pieces on Bricklink are like stupid.
But yet the printed panel pieces I'm missing from this 1987 set aren't. That's funny.
These are the easiest way to think about it. Like,
So are they the straight walls or the corner walls? Because if they're the corner walls, that's going to be even more expensive than the straight walls.
This one's a straight wall, yeah.
Okay, so well, that's a little bit easier to come by at least.
So I hope. Oh, dropping pieces.
the easiest way to think about it, Zizu, is like, yeah, a carousel is like the ones that you see at a fair that are like powered and you ride a horse. And a merry-go-round is like usually referred to the ones that you like have at a playground that you go on by hand.
Oh, I got you. Merry-go-round's the one you got to run on.
Yeah, they, usually that's what people usually refer to the.
And the other ones are.
Yeah, well, see, in Australia, we'd be more inclined to call that a roundabout, and more often than not, we call a carousel a merry-go-round. So it's just regional. It's just confusing regional. It's just confusing regional terminology. That's a problem across the world.
Yeah.
That's why I have the freedom to pick and choose which terminology I use.
They're all basically the same. That's just usually what people usually refer to it as. But I've also heard the powered ones called merry-go-rounds too, because
Yeah, see, it's just the same thing, just a different name, and people get all wrapped up about this, which I find funny when they do, because it's like, come on, man.
Tomatoes and tomatoes.
Yeah, which is a fruit, not a vegetable, and it's a nightshade fruit, so that's why I will never eat a tomato in fall. Because
nightshade fruit?
Yeah, because nightshades apparently have a bad chemical inside them that helps you to gain weight or something.
Interesting.
Or that isn't good for your digestive system or metabolism or something. I can't exactly remember, but I'm never gonna eat. I try to stay away from nightshades. I tend to stick towards the greens and the oranges.
You don't like to see how many apple seeds you can eat at once, or what?
Cyanide. Apple core.
Like to build up that tolerance, you know, because I find myself in a sticky hostage situation.
You find yourself strapped to a chair in a dark room with a light in your feet.
That's right.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
A warm climate country.
Yeah, like me, I'll never, I don't think I ever want to go to Canada just because of the cold. God damn it.
Well, don't come here when it's cold then.
Yeah, so I gotta. So if I ever want to see macro in person, I've got to find out which month are you not as busy, and what month of your available months is the warmest.
Oh,
Or you can just show up to Chicago.
yeah, Brick Roll, it was like 90 degrees.
Yeah, that's right up my alley. A 90 degree, 32 degree day in summer is just about the right temperature for me.
Yeah, then you won't be shell shocked.
Because it's not too hot, and it's not too mild. I can't stand the cold. I just can't stand the cold.
I can't stand the rain.
Lorraine or the rain, like your ex-wife, or like the rain as in?
I meant rain. It's
Oh,
a song.
rain. My bad. Sorry.
I don't even know who sings it. It's an old song.
Okay, let's take this one off. This one off. Make this look better. And let's toss this piece this way. Any more blue bricks, Eric? So that 10 times.
There's some that are so like the. Let's see here. There are several that are set to be coming soon. So those, so they right now, the big ones that are coming soon are the hospital, the modern locomotive hall, which looks really cool. The asphalt paver looks really cool. That 5-in-1 multi-purpose vehicle. It's pretty cool. So yeah, there's several that are coming soon, so we'll see.
Nice. Here, I guess.
I have. Okay, I guess they come with an extra sword, which is nice. Not sure where these wheels are supposed to go. Oh no, so that must be for that set. My bad. I have these must be extras too. Interesting.
Well, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get up in the morning and drive to Springfield. But,
have a good night, Eric.
Enjoy safe travels, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's like an hour, but I gotta go get stuff in the car and gas things up and all that.
Right on. We'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow on Shenanigans.
Nice.
I'll be around.
Look forward to it.
Yep. Let's see what kind of crazy things you're getting into.
We'll find out. Right on.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Eric's a bad influence. I already want to go back to Chicago every time I talk to him.
Okay, so they are all built.
Okay.
That was your first time in Chicago?
It sure was, yeah.
There they are, and it's glorious.
I was supposed to go years ago with friends, and I had to work. They went without me. I've never
Not
been.
as
I'll
fun
go.
when you have to work.
Yeah, I'll go someday though.
Nice.
Then they are all together.
Those look good together, Mayo.
Mm.
Looks like a little fortress castle in on its own.
Yeah. So this is an open back. Well, so yeah, this is an open backed,
Oh yeah, you could have one open and one closed.
and this is a closed back.
That's one of the best gift with purchases ever.
Yeah, because I think people are saying either this one or the micro scale alt version of the 1989 back 1989 Batmobile was the best GWP ever.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
People, yeah, you could convince me one way or another.
Yeah.
But as a Castle fan, I'd say this one.
Yeah.
And because I'm gonna have to post 3 pictures of this to Instagram, both of them being open back, both of them being closed back, and then one being open and one being closed.
Quite the setup you got going on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so, yeah. And that's all she wrote. Was able to get that stuff built.
One more. I like it better there, though. That's right. That's all right. What was I looking for?
I just wanted to share my screen again. We've got 23 minutes left to go.
Black Monarchs, Castle Crazy. What do they want for that one? How much do they want for that in a sealed box?
Okay, so Bricklink says this was released in 1988. Okay.
$891.
Yeah.
$900.
Only one of them has been sold in new condition. 31 have been sold in used condition with the average price of 325 Australian dollars.
Oh, for used, that's not bad.
And there's one guy right now trying to sell a new one for nearly 9,000 Australian dollars. Get real.
He must have hit the wrong zero by accident or
Yeah,
something.
see, listings like that need to be removed from Bricklink. I'm sorry. And what about this UCS Hogwarts Express?
Take advantage.
Is there any good images of it?
So that Hogwarts Express is going to be like a epic model piece, like a shelf piece. It's probably not going to be running on the train tracks or what?
Okay, that's not it.
I'm not sure.
It'll be like an Ecto 1 or a DeLorean type setup. I mean, it's okay now, I guess.
I'm just glad it's not Gringotts because I don't have the money. I don't have space for a train, so.
It's in. Oh yes, I can translate it from German to English. The Stone Wars. Is there any images?
Pretty good. Oh, dropping pieces. Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
No, it doesn't look like there's any images. That sucks. So I guess they're keeping that under tight wraps. Hasn't been leaked yet.
We're keeping that under wrap, eh?
Yeah, so I think it's safe to assume that it has not been leaked. And And so what I wanted to talk, what I was talking about earlier with Uncle Tom surgery, it says Uncle Tom syndrome. No, sorry, syndrome, not surgery. What am I saying? God damn it. Uncle Tom syndrome is a theory in multicultural psychology referring to a coping skill in which individuals use passivity and submissiveness when confronted with a threat, leading to a subservient behavior and appeasement while concealing their true thoughts and feelings.
I do that situational. Some situations I'm definitely subservient, and some situations
Yeah.
I will scream down your freaking throat if I have to.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty interesting. Not sure if that's the most appropriate word. That something out of the escape for freedom has become a legitimized psychological term.
Only because you put that term to it. If you didn't know that term, it wouldn't be a legitimized, and you wouldn't even know, and you wouldn't have the feeling, maybe.
Yeah, because because like I said earlier, if you call an African American an Uncle Tom, you might get fired from your job.
But psychology can also be changed, reverted, or course altered, can it not?
And so there are people that have inadvertently called African Americans Uncle Toms, and they knew the severity of doing so, and so they disguised it with secret language, and that's very wrong. The only reason I feel comfortable saying it is because it's a psychological syndrome. That's the only reason I even feel comfortable talking about it, because I see, well, from doing my due diligence and reading from multiple sources. I kind of feel this way, and I see people with mental health issues that feel this way. Because the name itself is very derogatory to a certain type of people, just like how multiple First Peoples activists campaigned to change the name of a cheese brand.
Or sports teams.
I didn't realize I was on mute. Did Macro say something to me?
Yeah. Did you do an alternate build in a different color? The same.
Yeah, I ordered.
That's cool.
I ordered some of the less common parts over a year ago, I guess, and gradually got around to it. I messed up. I need one more of these, and this is supposed to be a tile, smooth, and these are supposed to be smooth here.
Still super cool, man. I love the
But
color.
other than that, this one's. I think I like this color better than the red.
Has some nice pop to it. Nice.
Yeah. The red, though, had a special printing on the edge of the windscreens.
You can't even notice.
No, you really don't.
No.
I think Mayo needs one of these for his city. It's only, 5 studs? Looks like it's 6 studs wide.
Nice.
That would almost work in Mayo City.
Yeah, because the Mini Cooper is a hybrid, and I'm all about those hybrids. Because making a 4 wide Mini Cooper is on my bucket list.
I think it looks better without the printing, actually.
just go to have the two different vehicles in different colors, especially if you do it in a city or something. It kind of makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, especially where it's more of a affordable car, you know,
Absolutely.
not like some of these other speed champions.
Oh yeah, the McLarens and Bugattis, and it's like, man,
Yeah,
nobody
I guess a
buying
lot
one
of
these
people's
cars.
cities have like a special car event going on that weekend or something.
Supercars event
Yeah,
from across the Lego world happening.
yes. trying to
Enticing
think
us
of-
all with these $500,000 sports cars.
Craziness.
That's what you see around the city all day. It's just supercars everywhere.
In my dream city, I guess.
If you built this the same way, but just extended it to make it more of a hatchback or like a little SUV, that'd look kind of cool. Like just bring this back a little more.
Oh, okay.
Be a neat little car.
Oh, okay.
Super cool.
Okay. Yeah, so while I'm here, I better read out all of the names of people who
Uh-oh.
left a comment if
Log
I
on now,
can.
I'll be back.
Let's
Let's
see.
go down upstairs. All these are going to be.
Okay, so we had Thomas Davey, Mr. Blue, Zissou, who is still on the panel, Scott's Blocks, who was on the panel, Jacob Neely, The Stud and the Dud, congratulations on 1 year anniversary, Chef T, Buttchop 2021.
Why are you shutting her down now, or what?
In 13 minutes, Mama Lego,
What am I going to do with myself till 5 in the morning?
Brick Scene,
Mail's like, I don't care. That's your problem, guy.
Johnny G,
Put milk on there.
Johnny G, what up?
Tasman Bricks, Lego Joe, Moments of the Magic, Open Build Repeat,
OBR.
Pandemonious Panda, who's on the panel right now, Clicking Cliff, Gladiator Bricks Productions,
Let's try to go to the angle.
Papa's Bricks, and that was everyone. So just wanted to mention those people before we close off in 12 minutes. Because I want to spend the next 10 minutes or so to place what are these emails for? Okay, I got paid from Patreon. Oh no, sorry, my receipt went through to pay you, Macro.
Oh, nice. Appreciate it.
And my gifted sub to Monarch's Twitch is coming to an end. Someone gifted me a sub on Monarch's Twitch channel. Okay.
Ooh, I didn't want to 2.
Let me
4 across there.
squeeze one out of here because I want to come in on my phone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me just mute my microphone.
We'll let it slide this time. Oh, microphone, and you turned off the camera. It's getting deep now. Oh, let's use one of my extra bricks from this last set we had.
All right. Here I am.
Oh, covered.
Oh, yeah.
So let me reverse this. I was hearing an echo on my end, and I think that was just my cameras getting adjusted. So let me take these builds over to the Middle Ages momentum. Oh, my back. My back has been in a bad position for the last 4 hours, so it kind of hurts. Ouch.
That's no fun. Sucks, man.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Must be doing a hive stream.
A Friday night hive stream?
Yeah, it was some members thing or something, I think.
Must be a July 4th special.
I think it was
Or,
a square up. Something.
or maybe he's working on some stop motions.
I just assume maybe a lot of people are doing 4th of July stuff, and maybe that's why. But yeah, it looks like some of them are over there.
So there's the first one.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with this car. I'm glad I ordered the parts.
It's been going for a while, too. 2 hours. Started when you did, Mayo.
Oh, crap.
I'm going to have to compare this with Emmett's little smart car. I'll have to dig it up.
I just totally knocked over that stuff down there.
It's actually supposed to have 2 tires mounted on the top as well, with rubber bands.
Something just fell off there.
So is Macro coming to Virginia?
There we go. There they are.
Panda and Macro, are you guys thinking about going to the Lego Con in Virginia?
Probably not Virginia. No, that one's right around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll probably do. If I get my poop in a group, I'll be able to do a couple a year. But right now, I'll be hitting up just mainly Chicago. That'll be like my one self vacation.
I'm gonna try to do one of them, Chicago or Virginia, next year if I can.
I like to do Chicago.
Nice. I keep hearing the best things about Chicago, so I'll hit that one up each time.
I've heard some good stuff about Virginia as well, though. I really don't know, though. Just listen and learn.
Let's come back over here.
Yeah, I'd like to do Virginia, but that's not going to be possible.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I would have liked to do Virginia, but it's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap. I've done everything I wanted to do. So if anyone else has anything left to say, please say it now, and then we'll end the live stream.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for having me.
So all I'd say is thanks for having me on. Check out everyone else's channel, Panda Zizou, Mayo. Don't forget to subscribe to Mayo. Hit him up on the Instagram. Hit him up on the Patreon. Whatever self plugs he's gonna drop, he'll fill you in on all the info.
and my back is killing me right now, so I think I might have to go put a heat pack. So, as always, my live streams are at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America on a Friday night, which is 11 a.m. Eastern on a Saturday morning in Australia. Thanks for watching this live stream. I'll see you on the next live stream. I'll see you in the next short, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be a channel update for the month of July 2022. And if you haven't already watched, my most recent video was my city update for the month of June.
I hope to see you tomorrow on Shenanigans, Mayo.
Yeah, we'll be there if I'm not sleeping. Okay, let's roll the credits. Where are the credits?
Later, everyone.
See you guys. Bye, Panda.
See ya.
And